everyone. Welcome to another week of the Rocstedi podcast, episode 56. Meet my motherfucking friends. I hope we passed that 15 seconds on YouTube. I think we did. Anyway, welcome, guys. We've got the holy trinity of podcasters here. Some really good friends of mine that I adore so much, and we are always collaborating, constantly in contact. I mean, they feel more like family than friends to me. But guys, welcome to the show. IamDave, SamIam, and AC from the Married Couple podcast and from Midnight Media. So
what's going on?
It's right.
I thought you were saying you were Dave for a minute.
No. I am Dave's brother. Shout out to you.
I'm Dave. You.
There you go. Welcome, guys. So this show is just a little bit of a bullshit show, catch up, like, hanging out with my friends. I want people to meet you guys that are from my real life friends, and I'm gonna convert over to those guys soon too, and do some live, like, sitting with them type podcasts, which we don't do too much, right? So, let's just bullshit for a little bit. What's new?
So let me get this straight. We didn't plan anything. There was no like.
Oh, we did some planning, baby.
There's no
just might not happen. That's all.
There was no intensive topic to break down.
No, nothing like that. Well,
okay.
no, nothing like that. But no, we're all good. So I'm going to switch this off because it's pretty big on the screen. There we go. Nothing really, man. AC, you and I, we haven't done a show together since end of last year. We did Shotgun Candy. It was it was great. We're having a great time, but I miss you, man. We haven't done this sort of thing for a while, and I've been off for a while. Mm-hmm. I'm still catching the show between you guys, but finally I can pop my head back in and knock the dust off and keep going,
Yeah. Funny how that happened, though, because, I mean, the married couple never skipped a beat. They just continued what they were doing.
They're ruthless.
A week here and they're ruthless, relentless, like a dog with a bone. But that's how they do it, right? I mean, remember where you were like, let's get onto YouTube, let's get onto Twitch and all these other sites, and I was like, don't stop. And we were the ones that kind of
that stopped. Yeah. It's just unfortunate, like, series of events.
But look at them.
Yeah, they've been going strong.
But was it though? Look, from that spawned Midnight Media and the impetus for me to do something on my own and kind of jump into the pool of collaborating with different people every week and things like that. It's
unknown, like grabbing the unknown and taking control. It was good, man. Like, I think we should probably just openly talk about that for a little bit, because people don't really know what happened with Shotgun Candy. They don't really know if there's been a fight between us boys or anything, which is nothing of the case at all. I don't know. Do you want to go into it at all?
Sure.
I wouldn't mind, just
to include the married couple with what they know about it.
Exactly. That's like, what were you aware of with this whole, like, us, like, sort of stopping the show that never really started again?
You guys all started fighting, I thought.
I remember Dave, you guys were devastated. You guys were devastated. We were off the air. You didn't understand what was going on. You were like, should we? I don't know. We're going to break up because of it.
Are you guys okay? Did Yoko come in and break up the Beatles? I don't know.
It was a love triangle, and we just couldn't handle it.
Yeah. No, it was just I remember it clearly. I had to go to Thailand end of October, start of November. It was like a month I couldn't do shows. Well, we were going to try, but if the internet was any good, but it wasn't over there. So that kind of flopped a month on the head.
Right? Newsflash, it's not.
No, it's not, but it is. I didn't have my computer. I had my phones and stuff. I didn't bring my computer for streaming, We had to do a clapper in the village, remember?
Right. And
took you around the village.
You got clapper in the village?
I got the clap in the village, and then I gave the villagers the clap. Yeah.
You give it right back to them. Fuck you.
Even the Cobras, I was like, you bastards. But no, we had a good month off there, and then I hurt my back before coming back, and I literally could not sit in this fucking chair for like 3 weeks. That was off, right? And then when it was kind of time, we did one show. I think we went back on, and Elvis's computer just folded as it started. It came on, then it folded. It just fucked up or whatever happened. So AC and I carried on for that show. And then it was like so close to Christmas, right? It was so close to Christmas at that time. So we're just like,
turn of the year.
Yeah.
And I remember that's what's seared into my brain is the fact that at the turn of the year, and that's part of the things that people should know about, is that it was unbeknownst to a lot of people,
Yeah.
I certainly wasn't aware that it wasn't going to continue. So
likewise, right? So I thought, okay, we've just got a bit of a break over Christmas and stuff, like New Year's, we'll get kicking. Then a bit of laziness kicked in, right? A bit of laziness. Then we kind of like started to get it was difficult to get in touch with Elvis, which it is at the best of times, but it was really difficult after that period. So then we just actually couldn't raise him for a while. Then we're like, what the fuck do we do now? Like, do we? Because we were ready to go again. And a long story short, there, without prying into his private life, like I ended up being able to reach out to him, and he's just going through some shit. Like he's just going through things and life, and I think he needed time, and so I didn't want to push that. So it's like we can't do shotgun candy without the three of us. So what the fuck do we do? And we just went on hold, and that sort of forced AC to go and do his own thing. But then I started having like family issues with my kids at the time, so I actually needed a break then. And it's like, oh God, we're just looking to the married couple going, you guys are doing
and then I look at them, the beacon of consistency.
Yeah, holy shit.
Episode 1,968.
We're not there.
So
life happens though. Life, it happens, and you, regardless of what your thoughts and your plans are for anything, things happen you just can't control, and nobody can blame you. I mean,
Right.
That's exactly what happened. You know,
A few things that you can control. A few things that you can control is how you handle it, like the amount of communication that you're able to, because if you respect people enough to share 1/3 of something beautiful, you have to also think that they're invested as well. So, the least you could do is right. Everybody's different, right? I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not mad. I hope it happens again one day. We have a big old reunion. Like
that would be boss if that happened.
That'd be fucking awesome.
If the king was ready to come back, and this is online in general, right? So, and again, in his defense, I'll say that without knowing and probably without talking to anyone, it can look like what you're saying, like, hey, where's a bit of communication here? But speaking to him as a close friend and him just even opening up a little bit to me, he's quite a proud guy. So he doesn't want to go into things too much. But I can read him like a book. I could just see that he's doing what he needs to do right now. Whatever it was, it's just, that's how he's handling it. The load's heavy or focused or whatever it might be. So I thought to myself, like, he might never come back. And I just don't want to lose his friendship from distance like that.
Now I'm prepared for that.
Yeah.
Right. After we had the conversation,
Right.
I can put a nail in the coffin and say, okay, now I understand. It's nothing personal. It's nothing, right? But when you don't know anything,
when you don't know, I guess, of course it looks like that, feels like that.
The mind, especially if you're insane, right? Which I am definitely. Right. It's just fucking gone, bro. I'm gone, right?
He's thinking fried. Dragons. He's thinking all sorts of shit.
I'm chasing dragons. But no, I don't know. It's it quickly became my favorite thing, and the whole trial and error period of like, hey, do you want to do this? And it came out so good in the first like 4 or 5 episodes that I was like, wow, okay, you know what? I'll get a roadcaster. Let me because I want to not be the squeaky wheel on the team. And
which we all have roadcasters, by the way. All of us on stage here, we are fucking pros. They're the best.
Which is why you can put this right up to your genitals.
I don't put it up to my genitals. I put my genitals on it at night every night because my wife barely sleeps in bed with me. So this baby and me, I just put all the different sound effects on. Like there's a woman moaning, things like that. Makes me feel like like I'm married still, or at least cheating.
With the prospect.
I just put a different button every night, man. Yeah, so but that's it. So I look, to wrap up that convo, I fucking miss the king. I love the king. I've reached out to him just recently. Hope he gets back in touch. If he never comes back because of whatever reasons, I understand, but we fucking hope he does. And if he does, let's just kick it off again. Yeah. Let's come back. But, we lost Dave. It's okay, Sammy. There's more of you to go around.
People keep leaving me.
Our roadcaster's on the other side of the table, and he was wanting to fuck with the buttons.
Fucking button master.
It's not a shiny object.
That's not how it works, Dave. It's too early in the morning for this guy. You can see the difference.
Let me take my pants off.
I don't. I haven't shown you any pants yet. I'm Donald ducking it all day.
Let's go to your show, guys. Let's go to the married couple podcast. Like, you guys are flying now. It's fantastic. I've seen the growth. Like, kudos to you. It's really good. I feel like there was a drive and inspiration from me along the way to do things and keep the group together and stuff. And when I fucking lost my shit, you guys were the ones that held me up and re-inspired me to come back big time. Like, if you weren't there to do that, there's a couple of others as well along the way. It's the crew, but some of the conversations you had, there's Rosa as well. She got on my case, big time, and it's that push that made me, because it's the love I have for this field, right? It's just that the focus was distorted because of other priorities, But thank you for giving me a kick in the ass. I promise I will slap you back, Dave.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
With what you guys are doing now, though, with what you guys are doing now is awesome. I mean, you guys have now come up with something new. AC, you're doing the Midnight Media, and Rock, you're doing the Father and Son, which is awesome.
I love that. I love the Father and Son podcast. I really do. So, I never catch it at the time because I'm usually
too
sleeping.
Early.
But
it's like
I always watch it on the replay, and it's so good.
Thank you.
And thanks for what you have to say about us. It's more difficult the further we go. I mean, it's to a point where there are some weeks where I'm like, I don't have anything fresh. I don't have anything new. I'm running out of ideas, and it's tough sometimes. We don't want to do a show just to do a show. We want to do a show that is entertaining and that everybody wants to be
absolutely
involved in, and everybody wants to come to and listen to later. So it's difficult to continue. In fact, we're actually discussing getting to a point. We're on episode 90 coming up, and we're actually discussing what do we do when we get to 100. I mean, we might want to. We're probably going to end How Was Your Day at 100. I think we're going to stop right there, and then
How was your night?
And rebrand.
Who knows?
Yeah,
rebrand it. Wow.
Or we might we come up with a different concept or a different idea, or move it in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we've switched it a couple times anyway, and it's not saying it'll never be back, but maybe not on a weekly basis anymore, and maybe we come up with something different.
Pretend to get a divorce and be the divorce.
You want that mentioned before.
And you can like play out and be like, "You bitch! I don't cross this line. This is the roadcaster's on this side."
It just doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
No, it doesn't.
The divorce, working through it, amicable, but kind
of. Let me step in there, Dave, real quick. I want to say, I think I know what you're saying there. I think I went through this more last year and was saying to you, like, but what's the point? And how many listeners? And you start to analyze the shit out of it, right? You really, really do. And then me having this little break, for good reason, I love this space, right? And I think my direction and what I want to achieve had gone because other priorities are now in place, right? But the love for this doesn't. So I do want to do a show just for the sake of doing a show. And I think now these last few shows I've been able to do with this podcast, wanting my friends to come on, there's no study, there's no structure, there's no anything. I'm just like, do you want to be on? Let's hit play. Give a fuck how long it goes for, what we say, and this is the best. So when you say you don't want to do a show just for the sake of doing a show, people want to see it every week. I don't think it matters because you are entertaining together. Like, I don't think, as well as it's good to be creative. Yeah, you don't.
All those people's lives, you become part of, and they expect you to be on Wednesday night. And if I can just piggyback really quick, the same way you thank them for the kick in the ass that they gave you, the same to me. They were like, you do a show, and you do it like, do it the day after. Let's do this. They schemed a way for me to like forget about, how self-conscious I might have been, because I had you guys to, scheme. It was, how do we get him? I was like, I'll just do it right after your show. Okay. So like, I'll just take all the people that watch you. Right.
Of course.
You know what?
So that's how that was our business model. I mean, from back in the old days on the old app, you know what I mean? That's how we would position our show. Dave would find somebody to collaborate with. Yep. We'd be like, we'll come right after you. We'll promote you. And we've done that on Fireside. And, now, I mean, you've done it with our show. I think it's a great, Dave's so smart with those things. He's like, I've got an idea.
Super. I love his creativity. I love his creativity. I've just got to just give some attention to the messages coming through.
Please.
We've got, I've got to shrink this to do that because it's in the way. Chats. Here we go. So we've got first legends. You guys are great. We've got Tino. I wish I came on. Was this backwards? Was it the other way first? Yeah, no, it was. So Legends did start. He said, "Hi guys, slap competition, Rock and Dave, bombastic. Well. If it isn't 3 of my favorite podcasters, and that rock guy too. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm the gaudy guy, right? So yeah. Okay, so Tino, hello fratello, and it's 11:44 p.m. He's at Marcus's place, which is like Saggy Bull Baggy on stereo, I think, or somebody else.
What's that? What's a saggy boo baggy?
Saggy Ball
What's a
Baggy.
stereo?
That's an Aussie thing, like Saggy Ball Baggy, like saggy balls.
Whole baggy.
Ball baggy. Yeah, saggy testicles. Yeah.
Like you're sad?
No, saggy, like long, saggy, floppy.
Right. Okay. Oh, but literally. Okay. Because I feel like I would call someone that if they were sad.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "What do you mean a saggy boo bag?"
Right.
Yeah, that's sad has nothing to do with it. I think it comes with age, right? Your balls drop. I don't know. Saggy ball baggy. Yeah.
Mine are
Okay.
smooth as egg.
Boom says, honestly, can't be proud of you guys and privileged to see how far you've all come and come respectively. Tina, I wish I came on. And then Legends again. I'm excited. Oh, sorry, what do you say? I'm excited to start podcasting soon. Babies are not conductive to making content. And then Tina says, big balls is Marcus. That's right. So, yeah, Legends, I want to have you on here too, man. And each one of you, Tino, the whole lot, just give us some time, right? We'll build this thing up. But yeah, let's go back to what you said there, Sammy. Like, you know, you mentioned it from stereo to fireside and that journey. That journey's been good. I mean, we've all met on the same place and we've come through that journey together. How's it been for you guys? Like, what are some of those moments that you remember clearly and love, good and bad? Let's talk some memories. Let's
some memories.
Yeah.
I mean, interviewing you the first time was a pretty great memory. I mean, I was so nervous. Who'd have
Dave, she
thought
doesn't
we'd be
mean it in
friends?
any bad way, all right? I hear this shit
This
all the
guy's a
time.
celebrity on an app. Oh my
Well,
God.
no, I mean, I don't know. Seriously, from that, you helped me. I mean, I think one of my favorite episodes, well, both of you did my birthday episode when we interviewed Jay and Dave. And I don't know. So those were some of my favorite times. Yeah, and then again, Rock, when you first hosted with me, we weren't as good as friends yet. We had talked, but I mean, we kind of fucked you up with, you know, he's dead now jokes. And you're like, I don't know how to take these people.
I just got a message I've got to attend to.
#1 podcast of the world, the Rocstedi podcast.
That was Wendy. She's dead now, but thanks for the message, Wendy. Appreciate that.
God rest your soul. She's resting her soul in fireside. That's how.
No. One of the titles is fucked on YouTube. I'll change it later. Thanks for that, Chuck. It says Paul Vado.
There's no
guys aren't Paul Vado. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I got a message that was telling me something was fucked. It's okay. So yeah, no, you've come a long way, Sammy. I remember like I was doing those interviews on stereo and like Dave was fanboying for me hard and I was like, who is this fucking creep? He's following me around. Tip me or leave, you know, sort of thing.
Hi, Wendy.
Jared says, hi, Wendy. You got to look up and say, hi, Wendy.
Pour one out for Wendy.
Down, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's down. She had
the fall.
She was
dirty.
Homies. Yeah. But yeah, and then when I did the interview and then speaking, you were like nervous. I was like, don't be nervous. Holy shit. Like, you know, you hear that stuff when people say it to movie stars and I was far from that. Like I just Rocstedi, right? But for someone to be nervous, I was like, fucking hell, that's cool. And now we've become like the best of friends us, you know. It's just
I remember when that happened, I was like, I really want this guy to interview me. Like in my mind, in my narcissist mind, I'm like, maybe he can do it for me. And then I think I wasn't just highbrow enough. I wasn't like high status enough. I was like, no,
we did it. Remember when Elvis was sick with COVID? I intended that show when he wasn't going to show up to swing it back onto your life. Do you remember on Shotgun Candy?
Oh no, I'm in stereo.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I graduated from that fucking shithole place. I fucking hate that place so much. They are pieces of shit. Fuck you, stereo. I fucking absolutely.
Well, I would interview you.
But literally, that's where we all met.
Yeah,
I mean, I remember hanging out with the group back in the day. Booms was probably one of the first people I really started talking to on there.
Oh, really?
Boombastic, and then with everything that you're talking about, the crap that we all went through and the bullshit and
it was good.
The other assholes on there that kind of brought us together and sometimes even split us apart. And those shitty times are kind of what made us all become who we are.
I still hate the app for other reasons.
I do too. But and it's boring as shit now. And there's
so boring.
We're all gone. There's nothing there.
That's right, fuckers. If you're listening stereo, I've got fucking loads of accounts listening to shit all the time. You can't get me off, bitches. You think Elvis was good? You haven't met me.
That's a fact. He will I'll jump on there some night and he's like, yeah, I heard what you said. I'm like, oh, he goes, yeah, I was there the whole time, not telling you who I am, but
just assume he's got a notification if you've gone live that he's going to come check you out.
Right.
No, I barely spend time on there. Really, like if I like to spread myself around a few apps, like, obviously doing the streaming and then there's like Clapper, I spend a bit of time on. And like, I'll just pop into Stereo every now and then just to see, I don't know, an old friend or listen, or, I like to listen to Dr. Pete still and stuff like that, but he's not really on much.
Yeah.
Rock loves Stereo, man.
I fucking hate Stereo Legends. Congratulations for your check mark, but I don't want to like knock that, but I fucking hate the place. I really do. I want them to burn to their knees. Not the check mark, Stereo.
Everything but the check mark. Everything that
I wish you could just rip your check mark off and then leave.
Yeah. Put the metal on your chest.
No. Anyway, regardless, it's kind of what.
Well, we all kind of cut our teeth on it. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Sure.
It's a great training.
The best
training wheels to figure out how we could fuck it up. And when our first show was shit. It was awful.
How did you find Stereo? Who found it first?
Dave. So I came to Dave and I said, I want a podcast because I've been listening to your mom's house podcast. And he goes, huh? That's not who you are. I'm like, I do. I think it'd be fun. And so he just started looking for apps and he found Stereo, and that was the most user friendly.
It was the easiest one.
Yeah, it was
very
user friendly. But
yeah.
Hey, baby, this one makes you a cartoon head.
I don't have to show my ugly face anymore. Boom's got banned last night.
Oh, goodness.
Thanks for Stereo, Benny. Thank you, Benny. Boom, boom. Hey now, go fuck yourself. I mean that fucking.
Hey now.
So it was cool. It was. When did you join? AC joined like right at the start. Yeah.
Right, he did. We were March.
Yeah, we were March of that following year. I think it started in August of whatever.
2020.
I was August 28th. Wow. I was like the third day.
We started in early March of the following year.
Yeah,
so like 6 months after it had kicked off.
What was it like at the very start, AC? Was it a lot of people around at the start, or was it still building back then?
It was building, but a couple weeks later, like before you know it, first you're trying to listen, you're trying to see what people are talking about, and then you kind of ask yourself, how do you even have the balls to just get up there and talk to anybody? Because that was like pretty new concept.
I was fucking nervous, yeah.
Unless you were a seasoned podcaster or like some kind of a journalist that seeks that out, right? And you kind of have the skill set to do that. But otherwise, it's just a bunch of people with and without severe mental issues. And you didn't take that into account in the beginning. You're just like, man. And then people showed up like Jeff Ross. People showed up like, like Los Digits and those people who were like, it was hilarious. And then you'd have 3,000 people in a room. The messages wouldn't stop. Jeff Ross, you're just trying to make Jeff Ross laugh. People are out of their mind. And then you're like, okay, I can leave a message. And then you wait forever. And then like that comment happens. And you hear yourself and you're like, yeah. And then people laugh or he laughs or hearts happen. And you're like, oh my God. Okay. And then you start thinking, wait a minute. I'm a singer of a fucking rock band. Like I've never had a problem either leading people or talking in front of people. So what am I so afraid of? And then
someone step on a dog. Someone stepped on a dog.
Yeah.
Definitely a dog died for sure.
Take the gun, Dave, sort that thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nanya's dog is in their room because they're at work.
If Nanya's up and about, just tell him to pop his donut.
He's at work.
Oh, okay.
Boo.
What was your
intentions?
Late
with us and was late.
Does he know?
Late night, was it?
Does he know I'm going to that concert? You love that concert I'm going to today.
I don't think I actually saw the lovemaking between, or heard the conversation between Dave and IamDave and Jananya when they were flirting with each other. Did you hear that? I don't think so. I've got to send it to you, man.
Give me some flirting. Yeah. Oh, and another thing about Stereo was in the beginning it was very exciting because you can win $2,500, $5,000.
Oh, that's right. That's what got me. That's right.
So that was like, all right, cool. So
that was all gone when we started.
Yeah, it was finishing not long after I jumped on, which was just the very start of January. I've got to just read a couple of these messages out here, guys.
People want awards too, Josh. Yeah.
So I love the show. So very happy to be here amongst friends by legends and friends and Rocstedi. I guess I see what you did there. Stereo has been great supporting the baby, and I hope that they allow some wholesome content or at least positive content. And he also said, and hopefully we can get the unemployment rate a little lower on stereo. Yeah, and hopefully they get teeth too.
Right.
Boom says people also won awards too. Just saying, yes, they did. Bombastic. Was it greatest voice on stereo and a couple of others there. Bombastic.
Let me tell you that people also won awards.
You're like the non-English version of Bombastic, except a lot shorter. Yeah,
his name's like, Josh Barton.
True leaderboard. Yeah.
Tuesday leaderboard.
Is it Tuesday leaderboard?
Yeah, the new leaderboard would come on Tuesday. You'd have to do
I didn't remember
Sunday
that.
to Monday, and then you'd be crossing your fingers to make $37, and then people who literally fell asleep on the app would make $5,000.
Yeah, it's
like, come on,
crazy, man.
Come on. I don't have a job. Easy. If I don't have to go to a job, I'd stay on with people my phone in my fucking shoulder.
They used to stay on for like 2-3 days straight. Obviously, they'd get on their fucking gear or something. They'd stay awake and just podcast, and they'd get a chance to get into that ladder, right?
I must eat. I must eat. Stop the bubbles. I must eat.
But it was such a fucking good time through COVID. And, you know, I was going through a time in my life in 2020, from mid 2020, you know, we'd lost everything financially, right? So as it came to 2021, I was starting to really notice these things with my kids, you know, wondering, I think they're on the spectrum and all this stuff, which we just recently got confirmation of. So what's that? Nearly 3 years, right? 2 or 3 years. Yeah, 2. And I've been saying it for a while, so no one was believing me around here, my friends or family. No, they're fine. They'll grow out of it. They'll be fine, right? And it was when stereo came on, and I thought, oh, cool, podcast app. And then I joined up, and then I got banned in my first 24 hours. It's fine with the dog bones. It's fine. Is that why you looked at each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring him on. Let him say hello. No, it's totally fine. It's fine. Yeah, and then I got banned in the first 24 hours because there was this guy that was just fucking ruthless on roulette, dropping to everyone, going, "What's up, bitch? Want to suck my dick?" And he was just saying that constantly.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Do you remember him? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I went in the roulette to jump onto him, and he saw me. I go, "What's up, bitch? I'm here to suck it. Let's go!" Right? And I just started, "What's wrong, bitch? You fucking quiet." And I just
Present it.
Yeah,
present
here we go.
it.
Put this in your mouth, and then I got booted, and so did he. So, yeah, that was my first sort of experience.
At least
But I was nervous, bro. Going live first time.
I was totally. I think the first person that I spoke to was Skinny, ever.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we spoke for like many, many hours.
I didn't know he was on that early in the piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
With one of his 300 accounts. Keeps getting his fucking
the
password.
real, the ironic part is that they're all the real. Or
the real.
Yes.
into the really real podcast.
And another Skinny.
For realsies this time.
Dude, Skinny, if you're listening, I know we catch some of these shows. You've got to fucking remember your password, man. Just use one.
Come on, man.
And eat some burgers or something to get some nutrients to that fucking big fat head of yours, man. Remember your password.
Can of spinach. Can of spinach.
What did I miss, and why are we talking about Skinny?
Oh, because it was one of the first people that AC spoke to. He said he likes Skinny better than you. Yeah.
Yeah, I started off with that. I was like, let's put this on the table. I like him much better.
I would like to. I see he's not here now, but if he listens back later,
Lauren,
like shout out to Skinny and say hello.
I was saying that he was the first person after all the commenting, all the wishing, all the like hearing yourself comment, and you're like, I can do it. And then you finally get the nerve, and you shoot a bit of bourbon, and you're like, let's do it. And then you find Skinny, and you're like, this is what I was worried about.
I was still nervous after that one, though, man. I remember talking to
hi, man.
You can spell this. You know, you can spell this. She was the first person I spoke to. Do you remember her?
You can spell this?
You can spell this. She's like a female comedian. She was just being erratic, like on this. It was late at night here. I was like fucking 2 a.m, and she's going, and I don't know what to do. I'm going to, and I just met this girl, and she's gone breaking my heart, blah, blah, blah. So I've jumped to roulette. I'm like, hey, I've been listening to you for the last hour, you know, and I'll have to whisper outside, you know, and she's going, oh, but yeah, it's my life. And then I go, you need to just shut up for a second. Shut up. She's like, stopped. I go, listen, if this is how your mouth runs, what's your mind running like? And I started talking to her, and that's how we become friends, you know.
You're a paranoid schizophrenic. I like you. I like you.
I like that you, and I like you, and I like
you. I like all of you that I see, all the hallucinations over there.
Yeah. But yeah, what a fucking hell of a journey, eh? Just the training you get on stereo compared to all these other places. People have no fucking idea what they're up against, really, if they want to come in like a smart ass troll, it's like, oh shit, bitch, we got a whole fucking team of people for that are fucking awesome, who have been trolled and like fucking like tormented and lied to or had shit make up about them, all this shit, right? You come through on the other side, still smelling like roses. So yeah, it's been really good.
Roses really smell like poo-poo.
I do anyway, yeah. AC smells like midget juice. That's right. We're broadcasting from Australia. I could say midget.
Potpourri with just a shit tinge, like
the dirty sex kind.
Yeah.
What you're saying is true too, and the majority of the people here, I see Lauren and Legends and
gang.
Obviously, yeah, and obviously Boombastic and the people that come in and listen to our show on a regular basis, and not only are they there to listen and part of the show, but I also know that that they've got our back if anything were to come up, that they're there for us, whether it be for trolling somebody and getting rid of her, or whether it just be being able to talk to us. If we ever went through anything like that, we'd be able to reach out to all these people as friends. And that's the best part about what has become of our show and where we all started with stereo. Everybody that comes in our show and leaves messages, and I really consider a friend. And
yeah,
it's like hanging out with a bunch of friends every Wednesday night. That's what makes it so much fun.
The only reason you have that is because they can count on you being there on Wednesday, and they can make it part. Like May, what would she do if she didn't have you guys?
Lisa,
right.
Sickly Sam, they're all there every time.
Literally, how many apparitions?
Cousin, whatever that is. Yeah,
but the format of our show also comes from stereo. It's that ability to leave those voice messages and play those and make them part of it and comment with it and make it all real time. That's what was, even when we graduated from stereo, that's what was important for us to keep for our show.
Right.
Is to make it not dynamic. Just us talking,
dynamic,
but us involving everybody in the show. Similar to what we're doing now. I mean, and we can still do voice messages right now.
Right
now, and that's right. You can leave a voice message on _Rocstedi on my Instagram. But what Lauren's done, because she doesn't have Instagram, she's left it on my Rocstedi Facebook. So we're gonna listen to the message from Lauren right now. No doubt, bitches hurling abuse at me. That's what she does. That's why I hate her. So let's go. Hopefully this works.
I love this woman.
Gang.
Gang.
Can you hear it okay?
Yeah. Yo, I can't believe this shit. People need to be here right now for this holy trinity, and clearly Rock can't count because there's 4 of you motherfuckers up there. So, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you get a bootleg Joe Rogan from down under.
Listen, bitch, I was Jesus. They're the Holy Trinity. That's why I was out of it, okay? Fuck. She's got a follow-up here. Here we go.
Well, Dave, it's because that's what friends are for.
Good times.
Bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. Dave and Sam and
take it home.
Casey, that's what friends are for.
Take it, Dionne Warwick.
Oh, God, Lauren.
That's what friends are for.
We absolutely missed you is what you probably want to hear, but I don't want to lie. Fuck it. Your voice sounds like a dying cat, but thanks for dropping in. We do appreciate that. Are you allowed to drink on? You're allowed to drink alcohol on YouTube. You're not, are you?
You're allowed to
I
drink
don't
coffee.
know. I do it every week.
No, because I haven't. I've got cordial here that cordial I've put into another bottle.
No,
so,
that's
like
a big Coca-Cola. That's how they do
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. So I've got some triple distilled cordial.
Oh, guys. Oh, I just got a message. You guys remember who I'm pretty much best friends with, right? I used to work with him.
Who?
Bob Sapp wants to kick his ass.
Oh yeah. I used to work with Mike Tyson. He did. For real.
Him and many other stars. That's a whole other conversation.
Are you still close with Mike?
Yeah, all the time, man. All the time.
You'd have to set him up. I'd love if he could drop in like at some point, be on the show or something. Would be awesome.
He's very funny like that. He's very, very funny like that. You can cross the line very, very easily, and you can't get too comfortable. I was at the point where I was like, he's at the desk and I'm like sitting on the corner of the desk, like very casual.
Salute, guys, by the way. I'm drinking from my Viking cup.
Salute. Me and Emmett Smith used to be like two Florida boys just kicking it. Like from 5 seconds in, he was like, "Oh, you're from South Florida." I was like, "Yeah, dude. Like you're from fucking Gator Town." So we just hit it off. Super cool. He can kick his shoes off with me. But there's some, Montana would never kick his shoes off with me. First of all, he's a jump.
I think anyone's taking his shoes off. I think he's just like he's demanding people take their own fucking shoes off.
He's a germaphobe.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Joe Montana is.
Oh, okay.
So he'd never touch anyone. Like every time he'd have to touch someone, he'd like do the.
I'm a bit of a germaphobe though.
But he lived with his hand up a guy's ass. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hypocrite.
I don't get it. Like his bread and butter was like, well, let me go put my hand up a guy's ass 35 times.
His bread and butter was with their bangers and mash.
Brown butter, right?
So yeah, I mean, if you ever get the opportunity to, hit Mike up, tell him we said g'day from WA.
Yeah, he's got some things going on, but check this out. Let me see if this message will play. Let me guys know if you guys can hear this. Oh no. Do that, and then we'll put the phone up, and then.
Hey, what's up? It's Mike Tyson, and if you don't watch the Rocstedi podcast, I'm designing a punch to make your liver bleed.
Thanks, Mikey. That's fucking great. Can you play that one more time?
Yeah, sure. Something about designing a punch to make your liver bleed if you don't fucking listen to the.
Hey, what's up? It's Mike Tyson, and if you don't watch the Rocstedi podcast, I'm designing a punch to make your liver bleed.
Oh man, Mike, hey, you're like my fucking hero, man. It's so good to hear you give us a shout out on my own show. I really do appreciate it.
He can't hear you now, but
well, if you ever watch it back. Or you can pass the message on for me. Yeah. I'm gonna play 2 messages. How about that? We've got one from Chuck. MC Funk. Here we go.
They say everything in Australia tries to kill you. I think they're right because I'm about to die from how fucking terrible you are at this rock. I love you, man. You're the
best. I want to say what part, but you'll probably say all of it. I don't even know what part I've been bad at. But thank you, Chuck. I really do appreciate you and your support. We got Lauren here next as well. Here we go.
Oh, talk about giving us cancer.
So funny story. Back in like the mid to late 90s, my sister and I and a couple friends were headed down to the Jersey Shore. For a little party, and we stop at this rest stop, and lo and behold, who do we see pumping gas? It's fucking Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson invites the group of us to some fucking party, and we were just like, we'll take a picture though, bro.
You girls want to go to party?
You guys want to get banged out, scooped out of somebody's house?
So you guys interested in a little bit of sex for tonight?
Basically a pillow of cocaine if you want to come back.
That was a nice little kickback there. That's a nice drop. All right. Of cordial, that is. So Legend says Tyson's always listening with Evander's ears.
He's got extra ears now.
I lost what we were last saying there because I want to go into that a little bit more now before the message. Oh, the messages. Yeah, man. How important was that, Dave, to add the element to wherever we went? And as much as we love it and rely on it, I'm not sure it's that mainstream thing that people go, that's genius, I'm doing that. People don't know how the fuck to act or get involved in it, unless it's our crew. They know what to do. But
I don't think people understand or can on the fly deal with messages like that.
Live,
how do I respond? A lot of shows, especially on when we went to Fireside, were structured. I'm going to kind of, but you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? They were structured and they're like, I don't want people coming in. I'm having problems just reading messages in the bottom, you know what I mean? Or inviting people to stage. I don't want somebody to come to stage.
Sure, I don't either. Yeah.
And me as a listener, I don't want to come to stage. I want to be able to leave you a quick message saying, hey, I love what you're doing. I've got a question. And then be like, I'm out. I don't have to interact with you anymore if I don't want to,
Should I go now? I know you can't see me. Should I leave?
Let me just back out.
Yes, of the frame.
There's different dynamics when these things happen, right? So you bring someone up on stage, that changes the dynamics of your show straight away. And if they're professional or whatever, they could be a dominant personality, they could be complete noobs, and it just can go left quick. But with the message thing, I found let's use our buddy Elvis as an example, right? that guy's perfect position. You got up on stage, you've got someone that, like, as a host, right? Or you've got someone that you can bring up stage temporarily, like say Elvis as well, or you can leave a message. His position as messages is the best. He's got time to come up with the most witty, perfect comment and deliver it perfectly, right? I know Elvis and I would talk that sometimes there's a show going on and we'd grab things or sounds or whatever, and we might spend 5, 6, 8 minutes making a 20-second message to deliver it perfectly for that perfect punch. And it makes such a difference.
I've erased it 100 times. I've erased the message 100. Like, no, pacing around.
Yeah, sure. You let go of the doom. Like,
no, it's not that way.
You remember how pissed off the other content creators were when we came on to Fireside and
we fucked them up. You fucked all you guys up on Fireside, bitches. That's right. We took over, swung by the chandelier, man, and we just fucking nailed it, right? And then we got bored and left.
and then they turned into the same thing that we were bitching about the other one.
But if it wasn't, I gotta be real here. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know how to produce a show, because look now. Mm-hmm. After Shotgun Candy and all of that, and then the move that we did into, like we all did, into this next phase, which is the only phase to get into. Either you're in an app or you're in the ocean, right? So that was a huge thing for them. Like when bringing over the messages was like, it broke the game, right?
They weren't interested in it, but like,
I jumped in. I'm sorry, let me finish this. I jumped into like doing it by myself. I was like, fuck it. Now I'm just gonna do the messages. I never stopped anything else. I added more visual shit. I was like, fuck it. At one point, like, either this is gonna, like, I'm gonna fuck up the whole thing and I can still talk to somebody and still execute. I felt so great, like after the Mixoplex and Hot Donna shows, because it was like I was able to do all of that, produce the show, be a part of it, promote it, and all of that. I feel like it's unstoppable now.
It's an achievement, right? Yeah, absolutely. I don't think we would ever never say never, but say that we didn't have these apps. We didn't go to Stereo, Fireside, the others after. We just go, I'm going to be a podcaster. I'm going to stream. We wouldn't be doing it live, first of all. We'd pre-record it. We wouldn't have had the practice and hours for interviews or with each other and booking shows and understanding how to promote it ourselves and all that sort of stuff.
Sharpening the sword.
Still be square as though the first fucking 10 shows we did, or say you did 50, say we'd been doing this for a year, you did every week and you did one show good. That's like the first 50 hours on Stereo. I think I did 4,000 in my first year.
Easy.
That's the practice we had.
Easy.
So
I think I did 4,000 with Elvis one night. 4,000 hours straight. It was unreal. I broke him that night. He broke character. I made him laugh so fucking hard.
Wow.
Oh man. I made him laugh so fucking hard. I was like, all right, let's go toe to toe. I made him laugh so fucking hard. It was back and forth. It was awesome.
I've only ever heard him break character once.
Me too.
He was being antagonized and patronized. This was just after my heart attack. And so I was still really fragile in the chest, right? And I heard him drilling the guys. I could start to hear he was losing character. In fact, I think Chuck was listening with me. And then he broke character. His voice came out. That wasn't Elvis. And we're like, damn, like fucking never heard that. They really pissed him off, just with these false accusations. But the guy is a fucking acrobat, a vocal acrobat. He's a genius.
Incredible.
So good.
Incredible. One of the best things he's ever said, and I snipped it into a short, was when he said, like, what is it? Do you know if, like, if you blow the cum bubble over here and, like, if it hits you, then you're gay. Then you're gay.
I remember that.
It came out of fucking nowhere. It disarmed the fuck out of me. I was dead, man. He's like, if it lands on you, you're gay. Like, he said it so fucking, just laid it on you. It's like, you're gay now.
The best. It's the best. Like, we had some great fucking shows with Shotgun Candy. They were just great times to laugh, man. I think some of our first ones, and then towards the end, one of the Gladiator one for me was just fucking hilarious, dude. I've listened back to that several times.
Second one, the sexual.
Some of the first ones, and
awesome,
then the Gladiator. Yeah, I totally agree, man.
That was awesome.
It was good. Well, that's
Vlad the Impaler was awesome.
You're talking about the Do You Like Pies one?
I was listening to the Vlad the Impaler one on a. It was I was doing a walk, like an event for like the American Lung Association,
5K,
and I'm like, actually it was a 10K, and I'm like, I was listening and I'm like, people are looking at me like, what the fuck are you listening to? Like, these are my friends. It's fine.
Yeah. So anyway, he put his head on spikes, right? And there's fields of people on spikes.
Exactly. It was so funny. I was just getting the oddest looks, like these people running past me. I'm like, oh, you wouldn't get it, but you should listen to them. It was good.
You wouldn't get it, but yeah, you probably would.
But you would.
Most won't get it. I think us as a crew, as a group, we've got a pretty niche. We haven't got a broad type of comedy, and we haven't got a broad audience that we can capture as much as the people that are, I don't know, a bit more robotic. I think there's a more like bland people out there that listen to podcasts than the niche dark side that we go down, you know? So I think it entertains a specific community, which is strong, but not as big. That's what I'm starting to foresee a little bit. I could be wrong, but that's why we still have the same loyal people, but it doesn't grow as quick as others, you know?
So you're saying that out there's some stupid ass podcasters doing some whack work?
I'm saying there's some stupid ass podcasts that are just capturing the simple imagination of the dum-dums out there. Yeah. There's a lot of dum-dums out there. Exactly. And if you think I'm talking about you, yes, I am, you mongoloid.
Lowest common denominator. We're talking about Lauren.
Oh, yeah. She's on a different level. She's got an extra chromosome.
I got rid of her button. I no longer have the you guys are amazing.
Oh, really? Well, I've got one I want to share, if it's okay.
Sure.
This is from the old days, and but thank you for dropping to the show. Here we go.
That's my man Rocstedi right there, holding it down. He's a cool dude. He's always like, man, I just got in because everybody thinks he's like an adventurer. I think he might be. I think he might actually be a superhero.
Thank you, voiceover gay. That's voiceover gay that come in and appreciate that message, man. It's on my soundboard now, so I'm going to keep playing that forever. I know that you appreciate that. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, oh,
sorry.
Oh,
that's okay. What happened there?
Oh, she just got up.
It's pee-pee time.
Ah, time to split the whisk.
Gotta check the.
That's the beautiful part about it not being our show. We can just stand up and leave anytime.
Absolutely.
We want.
Sure. You can also at any moment put you can just do your avatar and if you guys want.
I love that, Dave.
Make out or whatever.
No, the avatar or the actual cutout. What happened to the cutout? I love that, Dave.
Oh, I got rid of the cutout. But
why?
I mean, I've still got puppets and shit I can put in my place. I mean, here, hold on. She's gone, so
Miss Piggy. Man, I'm gonna give you a bit more credit there that we didn't touch on too much before, but it was mentioned that your creativity, and I've really noticed it all the way along, man. Like you're always thinking outside the box. You're always coming up with new shit all the time, and you're just a fucking funny guy. So I understand when you feel like you're hitting a ceiling a little bit, like how much can you pull out? But you always will. Right. Just know that you tell me I pivot, you pivot too. You're fucking good at it. Like do what needs to be done. So I'm pretty.
Well, I appreciate that.
For real, I'll never piss in your pocket. What happened to AC? He's just pissed off.
Oh, well, he said you can leave this way too, so he probably.
Oh, okay, he's probably going for.
I hate you guys. Oh, okay. No, I just wanted you guys to see my cool my cool AI robot I made.
Oh, nice.
Looks nothing like you.
That's the idea. That's the idea. If I made a robot that looked like me, I'd be like, if I would make a huge gorilla robot and put my brain in it.
Just have the knuckles dragging on the floor.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. And then just like gink, gink, like huge fucking just rob any bank, I guess is the.
So Dave, what are you thinking for this? Are you able to go into it much about the 100th show and the rebrand thing, or you want to keep it a bit private, or?
Well, we're still coming up with the thoughts of it. You were gone, and so
Dave kissed on the lips with an open mouth.
A Muppet show where we just I don't know, where we sing songs as Kermit and Piggy. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Can you call it something like the How Was Your Day 100th episode spectacular?
Something. We're actually talking about doing another live at a bar again.
Yeah. For the 100th episode.
For the 100th.
For sure.
And then I don't know, and I'm not saying we don't even know for a fact that we'll end it there, but I mean that just seems like a.
Why does it have to end?
Did it?
Well, we're going to still do a show. It's just.
No, I know, but like, is the rebrand to start again on a fresh note because you've got more experience and you can rethink your branding again properly, or is it to put that kind of thing to bed and you'll still be doing shows, but it will be something a little bit different? I don't know. Like, Are you guys the sort of people that want to leave on a high note and then start something else when you got momentum?
I don't know. This is all Dave's idea. I'm like, why the hell are we switching? I like what we do.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on in his brain. We've talked about maybe doing like an every other week type of a thing with like couples who have been together a while, asking what their secret is. One of the things I do at work is I talk to people in their 60s and 70s and 80s, and I always ask them how long they've been married. And even the burliest guys, when I ask them what their secret is, and he'll be like, oh my God, I love my wife. She's so great. I mean, I get funny answers like, oh, I've got a man cave, or I traveled a lot, but it's a really kind of a great conversation starter. And I'd love to have my parents on. They've been together almost 50 years. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool to have that, but we don't know.
That'd be fucked up if you asked somebody like, how's your marriage? And he's like, my wife is dead. And then it's like, oh, sorry. Well, have a great one.
I've had actually people say, oh, my wife passed a year ago. And I'm like, okay, how long were you married? And they're like this. And then they'll go into, I mean, I've had people make me cry on the phone just because of how sweet their story was. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, my
wife is dead, you monster.
I know, right? My job is all on the phone, and I have to connect just verbally without any, social cues and stuff. So that's one of the biggest ways I can break the ice. And I think it would be interesting to have a little spin-off of that, but I don't know if we want to make the whole show that.
No, you know what? Like, in my opinion, only I think you should not stop. How was your day? I think you should absolutely strive to at least 1,000 before you think about rebranding, right? That's my first opinion. And then add a second show every other week. That's a little different because it gives you creating more content instead of stopping one, starting another. Right. I know it's more work, but those sort of conversations are great with elderlies, right? Like I want to do a million fucking things. I didn't know why I was doing a million things, and now found out that I'm ADHD. So that's probably why. But I have so many ideas, or I had so many ideas at least. And one of them was I just really want to interview old people towards the end of their life about their life stories. And I was going to get so into it here, but believe it or not, it's really, really tough to get that generation to want to talk. They don't want to fucking, even if it's for their family, they don't want to speak. They're very suspicious, or
even if you get them to, once they start talking, like, the Great Depression.
Exactly.
You know, we didn't have shit. We had to eat fucking radishes and garbage when we were children.
No fridges, and like how they went to school, and like, you know, just all this stuff we want to hear. That'll die with them. And I think that was so important to capture. But it was tough to even get them to open up. But if you've got access to that and you can find out what people's like secrets are for relationships, and what was the kicker in their life that drew them down that track to where they are, or whatever. I think that's fascinating to listen to.
Maybe give them a little pick me up. Maybe like, there you go. tell me about your life,
Viagra. You're welcome.
It was 19-2.
Honey, my dick's hard again. Quick, put it in the freezer so we can save it for another time.
It's down again. Down.
It was funny. I've asked my parents. It was on their anniversary a couple years, or not this past year, but the year before. I'm like, hey, do you want to be on the show? My dad's like, absolutely not.
Yeah,
nope. My mom's like, yes, let me be on your show. But
in regards to what you were saying about
similar, but
about couples, Mrs. Midnight is ready to join us at any time.
Who's that?
Mrs. Midnight.
Oh yeah, sure. Hey, I think nobody's really seen Mrs. Midnight. I've had the pleasure to meet her a few times before or after the show of Shotgun Candy. But that'd be great.
She's lovely, by the way.
Yeah, she's lovely. She's too good for you. You're punching above your weight, man.
She punches me above the waist all the time.
So she's a typical woman.
She's a firecracker, man. She's a 5'2" Cuban.
5'2". That's pretty small.
It's over. It's over. The two craziest things you can be is 5'2" and Cuban.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I heard to stay away from the Colombians is what my friend from El Salvador says. Latinas, man, but just stay away from the Colombians. That's what he says.
For real, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Argentinians are ruining your life too.
Really? Yeah. Well, I knew an Argentinian hooker when I was staying in Mexico. He was banging the dude that was our boss, who was a full cokehead millionaire that was ripping people off in Mexico. So, yeah, she was pretty wild.
Okay.
Yeah. That's normal, right?
Tell us more about that. Open-ended question.
Yeah, no, it was good. Oh, damn, Sam said something before that I want to touch on, but I totally lost it now. 5'1" and Puerto Rican. You're only 5'1", Lauren. If you lost another inch or two, which is what I used to do on the weekends, you'd be a fucking midget or a jockey.
There's another couple for you right there, guys. Lauren and her Viking.
She wanted to be a jockey, but she was too muscly.
We can all be like, we can have like a 9-way, and everybody just talking about.
She ran faster than the horse.
Listen to me, help our marriage.
She wanted to be a jockey, but the horses were scared to have her on her back. I'm a peanut, yeah.
The Kentucky Derby just happened.
Something you said before. Totally lost it now. Oh, the bar thing. That's right. I want to go back to the bar thing. So maybe doing another show at the bar. I did the Comedy Lounge that time. You know how they stopped it? Mm-hmm. I just found out recently, and I noticed some funny play at the time a little bit, but, too premature to know what was going on. And, so what they did was basically can me out to get their guy in. That was the light guy. The lighting guy was there fucking helping me out. I was trying to look, I don't want to sit there and talk bad about it because they were very nice about it, but it's their venue and they've got their guys and they probably tried it with me. They saw a bit of a different track and they're doing more interviews like we did, but without the roadcaster and stuff, just their microphones interviewing their comedians coming through,
Like going up to them and being like, "Hey, sir, where are you from?"
Not quite like that, but like I was discussing with the owner there about maybe changing like the deck set up to a couple of sofas, like a bit more like a talk show. That's kind of exactly what they did straight after. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I was like,
oh wow.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I knew it was like that was in the pipeline. And the guy I was messaging stopped messaging me too. Like the lighting dude, he just stopped responding. I was like, what's going on now?
I envisioned
you're the guy
like
interviewing now. Right.
I envisioned something like this.
Yeah, he took my job that I wasn't getting paid for.
The Rocstedi. Hey, come on, sit on my couch.
Number one podcast of the world, the Rocstedi podcast.
Thank you, Indy.
Like a nice like entry, like, hey, welcome everybody to the
Joey Butts
Steady podcast. I'm here.
Joey Butts is in the house. You only just subscribed to
early.
YouTube now. What the fuck? We're like best friends, man. There he is. Hey, he just dropped in. Joey Butts. On YouTube. Thanks for joining. And if anyone wants to leave us a voice message, you can on my Instagram _Rocstedi and we'll play it for you on the show. But we're just having a chat. How's your show going now, AC? Midnight Media, a few shows in. It's a little daunting at the start, I believe.
It's a little daunting at the start.
You always find your feet,
When you know how to bullshit and and you're always, I never did it by myself. I just jumped in and I was like, I'm doing it. And I did it. And I shared a screen. Thank God for sharing a screen. That was like my security blanket. Being able to refer to more visual stuff, which is what sets, I think, I wanted to do something that set it apart a little bit from anybody else's.
Plus you're in total control when you're on your own. You'd have to rely on teams and people. Not that we weren't, you know what I mean? But in fact, if something happened with life, then you're stuck, right?
Certainly.
Yeah.
The first two was good, but it was, let's put a pin in Joey because that's the third episode. But
I put lots of pins in Joey. I put anything I can inside Joey. I love that, man.
Oh, man. Joey, we're famous, right? Like, I just got to jump around a little bit. I just got an invitation to go on to record a segment for like a nationally syndicated radio show. They heard me on, this post that I'm on, this like board that I'm on. And they're like, we'd love for you to, just talk about whatever you want, about 5 minutes. Anyway, the person that went to go see it was like, dude, I was like, did you see my YouTube? He goes, sweet and sour cow vagina. I can't get over it. So Joey, without that bit, I probably would have gotten the gig. So, but yeah,
he's only trying to get through AC to get to you, Joey. So if you want to leave your details, I'll pass it on.
I'm trying to get to you and that booty.
Joey, come back.
So yeah, the first two were daunting as fuck, but I made sure that it was two very passionate topics. The first one was public access TV, which I had done a bunch of research on, and then the second one was fake martial arts, which is like I've been wanting to do. Even on Shotgun Candy, I was like, we have to do this. Do you understand that people are delusional? They think that chi is coming at them. Like that is the most
delusional motherfuckers online.
Like, Hadoukens are real.
Man, I've got to say, right, like we're good at what we do online. You know, like we haven't got thousands and fucking hundreds of thousands of followers, but who gives a shit? We're still good at what we do.
Yeah.
But one thing I'm not good at doing is talking on my own on stage. I fucking sweat bullets. I don't know. It's my weakness, you know. I'm strong with speaking to people and stuff like that. But you just went in there, threw yourself in the deep end and fucking did it. And I know how uncomfortable that would have been. And we discussed how uncomfortable it was. And I know to the level that what you were feeling, and you still came through and just took over and did it. Well done.
Thank you. The anxiety, I felt shattered to pieces doing it. I felt like I was talking too much, yet there was dead air. Anything I did, it was just very uncomfortable. But then when you listen back to it, it just sounds like a normal conversation. Yeah. The second one was a little better because I was even more passionate about that. And then when I caught the stride, when that really caught what it could be, it was when Joey joined for the cooking show. So we broke down internet cooking.
By the way, I sliced my finger right the fuck open that show listening to you guys.
Did you?
Yeah, like big time listening to that show.
It worked, Joe. We did it.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah. We hurt somebody.
Sweet and sour cow vagina. Yeah, thank you.
Sweet and sour cow vagina. If I implore anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about to please go on to my Midnight Media YouTube and check out. It's one of the first videos. Is Sweet and sour cow vagina. Me and Joey Butts are going to dissect a Vietnamese woman on the side of a road, cleaning, shaving, preparing vagina of a cow, and we couldn't believe it.
I want to eat her spring roll Vietnamese pussy
instead.
Dave's a different man in the morning, aren't you, Dave? You're super quiet. You're not the larrikin drunk that I'm used to.
No, here's the deal. He usually wakes up with a joke. I swear to God, half the time he wakes up.
Is he that fucking nice all the time, Sam? I can't believe this guy. Do you ever get angry, Dave? Oh yeah, he does. I've seen this. It depends if motherfuckers cross him. Right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. If people cross me,
test my angry side, bitch. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
But
what are your
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna ask, what are your triggers? Like, what in real life? Like, what is like a no? Like something that's gonna definitely you're gonna see Dave's hands now.
If someone touches your penis, things like that.
No, that's okay. Actually,
that's up for grabs.
Somebody coming after my family or my friends, is pretty up there. I'm pretty easygoing when it comes to pretty much anything, and I'll know. Oh man,
can I help you out? Because I think you're the same as me.
Yeah.
You'll get along with fucking anyone unless they're an asshole. Right. And they need to be dealt with, type of thing, right? Like,
I'll get along with assholes. Just don't cross me, and don't disparage the people I love. You know what I mean?
Sure. I get you.
Asshole, so, me too. I am asshole as well.
It's your fucking duty, right? Like, you wouldn't be a man if you didn't. You know, it's like it's in our nature to stand up and take care of the ones that we love. And make sure that they're all right. So,
I'll even get pushed another notch too. I doesn't even have to I go beyond one more notch because I realize that I have things to lose. Going to jail the weekend. If you go to jail on a Friday, you're not getting out till Monday. It's fucked up. So all of these things,
as you know, I just go for it.
Right. Just fuck it. Yeah.
And Rock, the rest of what you were asking, I know it's difficult, but there are times when I realize, you know what, this isn't my play. I love to be the center of attention. I really do. Yes. I would take over every single show, and I would stand up on stage every single time with a microphone and talk to anybody and tell jokes. Yeah. All I like to do is just joke and be the center of attention. However, there are times when it's just my place to sit and.
Well, I think they want you to be a little bit more.
Well, I know. No, but this is your show, and I'm enjoying.
Oh, this is a show for my friends. Tell us who you are.
I'm enjoying listening and watching to you guys. Plus, I don't have my soundboard; it's on the other side.
Oh, damn!
Wait, go on. I didn't know that. So you said that this is your show, Sam. You don't consider it your show? No, you said this is your show, honey.
No, I meant us all together right now. I'm enjoying listening to you guys.
He's literally sitting back as if we're watching it. I think that's what he's doing.
Raise your hands right now, Sammy.
You're hanging loose. Are you playing pocket pool?
Yeah.
Because he's got a cue stick. We've got a message from Joey Butsy. I'm going to play that real quick. Here we go.
8 in the corner pocket. 8 in the corner pocket.
My boy just said, "Hey Dave, I heard you said you get along with assholes."
Joey Butts, man. I love when he comes in with those parts.
You know why? Because dicks fuck assholes. But remember,
no dick's been in that one, right?
But remember,
oh god,
dicks also fuck pussies, and assholes can shit all over everything.
Truth.
That's very true.
Unless they queef.
Unless
God,
it's a variable. It's like a.
So no, you are, Dave. I think you're just super easy going, man. I wondered what pissed you off, but then I realized pretty quick what does. You know, us. You say you get along with assholes, you do.
Yeah, somebody being unjust to somebody that maybe can't speak up for themselves.
Sure,
that happened on the other app, being taken advantage of.
Are you talking about Fireside, or are you talking about Stereo? Because it happened probably on both, doesn't it?
Probably on
both. Yeah,
definitely on both.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of really what gets you.
More passive aggressive on Fireside, though. Right?
It does. You had my back. You had my back when I was getting accused of fucking absolute bullshit online stuff, just because we're just awesome at trolling and we can always make a joke of you. When you come at us, we'll fucking squash you, and they have to make up lies and shit to try and like degrade and defame you. It's like fucking play fair game, bitch. You know. And you came to my defense, man, because I didn't have a voice on the other platform, and I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, always.
I'd have done it for you, but you did it for me. You know.
The other part about why I'm so nice is it really freaks people out when they do see that bad side of me because they don't realize who they're fucking with, and then they see it and they're like, what the fuck just happened? So that's the other reason I'm really
I gotta
nice.
say, Dave is the most devious motherfucker I've ever met.
Sammy, like, here's the thing, right? I thought I'm a pretty vindictive, fucking non-forgetting motherfucker, right? I will never forget like an elephant, and I will get my payback, right? And then I thought, there's not really anyone I know except for Elvis that's like that. And now Dave. It was like last year when I really realized when we had that talk around this time. I was like, Dave's just like me. He just doesn't show it. Like, I probably show it. He doesn't. And it's like, wow.
Dave always has his wheels are always turning. When I the very first night that I spent the night here, it was literally the second night I met him. Yeah, right. He was going through a divorce. It was in the works, but he had a list of things he was accomplishing because his ex had cheated on him, and he was gonna get even. And
you have a crayon? With a crayon?
No, literally typed out list. This is what I'm doing. Here's all the boxes I've already done. I have these 2 things left. And the last one was tell her he was behind it all, and it wasn't somebody else. And I was literally laying on our couch, and little did I know it was going to be my couch, going forward. And I was like, remind me to never piss you off.
Sure.
Remind me to never get on your bad side, because
it's fucking diabolical.
It was amazing. I was like, I wish I could plan something like this.
I want to see this list. He promised to show me. He didn't tell me.
I've created an elaborate
He'll tell the story one day.
The hard copy of the list no longer exists.
Yes,
but
we
I
did burn it.
But
and the funniest of it all is at the very end, after he had told her, he had to go back and like ask her to file taxes because he was going to have to pay in so much if they filed jointly. And she fucking did it.
Oh, man. I was going to say, you fucked yourself there, but you didn't.
No.
No. Because he threatened her with something else. No,
I don't know. It was just like, hey, it's better off.
Sure. I'll tell everyone about the handcuffs and the bed. And the fuck machine, the automatic.
Know this.
The automatic fuck machine.
Here comes the roast. He was like, dude from Billy Madison, our first show can be about exes, wives, and friends.
Yeah. Except not with my wife.
Not with his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was just well impressed, Dave. And that's just, I don't know, oh, hang on. Joey sent another message. Sorry. I've got things flying around now. Here we go. Let me take care of that before it gets left behind. Joey.
Dave, did you do the Borat approach when they, when the HBO series, when he went on the speed dating thing, he was telling the chicks, he's like, I will give you a privilege hour between plow, horse. I will give you a TV, remote control. Then he's like, but if you cheat on me, I will crush you. Telling the girl.
And then he said to her, may the fourth be with you.
King of the castle, king of the castle. Oh, you have a chair.
Yeah, no, like I was gonna go. I want to go into things and like the fucking shit that we've been through, but I don't want to like bring up old shit at the same time. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Yeah, I'm just dancing around a little bit because AC. I don't know. I think he's not quite. And I don't mean this with disrespect, man.
Oh, that's definitely gonna now come with disrespect. It's like saying,
with
all due respect, allow me to disrespect you.
I don't think you're quite the woman that we are. Did it sound bad? Did it come out wrong?
With all due respect, how tight is your newly formed vagina?
No, I just feel like I think AC feels more innocent to this level of trolling because you're just a nice guy, right? And it's not something that grabs your attention. And
I don't seek it out.
No, you don't seek it out, and you don't go to follow up with it. Yeah, if it comes, you'll like.
I got guns.
You'll mention it, but yeah, I think you got guns. We've got fucking knives, you know, and we're prepared to cut throats, type thing.
Hold
just
on,
you
Rock,
and Elvis. You and Elvis. So.
Hold on, Rock, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but out of all three of us, and as three, I say the three screens here because Sam and I count as one as far as this goes.
Good backtrack.
But I know, right? But out of all of us, AC, I think, just wants to avoid any confrontation if we can at all costs, and that's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no.
I will avoid it as long as I can, but if it comes my fucking way, it's gonna be really bad. Rock, you seek shit out sometimes.
I don't seek shit out. No, if someone presses the button, which is kind of pretty sensitive, it's like a fucking hair trigger, right? Then it's on. Yeah, I don't seek it out.
All right, hold on.
Hold on
1 second.
What I do seek out is to have a fucking laugh trolling, and I'm right now trolling my friends, and they don't even know it. And I've been doing it for weeks, and it's fucking hilarious. And I can't tell anyone. I'm trolling you guys. You don't even know. It's the best, right? But here, Sam, here's something, and I don't mean to offend you.
Here it comes
with a guy like Dave.
Yep. Fair question.
No, like so the shit that was happening to me before, right? Like was coming at me because as I was growing in popularity, you know, I won those awards and stuff on stereo. The more you grow, the more people want to be around, the more dickheads are around too, right? And my whole thing is that I don't want to be around fucking dickheads. I want to be around good people. So if I would cut someone out or block because I don't want to know, that without me really realizing would have an effect to cut them right out of maybe a community. And I didn't mean to intend that. I just don't want to be around you. And I wasn't going to put up with it because of that. So that was the knock-on effect. And that's really what built a group of trolls because I blocked a whole bunch of people I just don't want to be around. And I don't owe them explanations. You're just fucking weird or you got too many mental issues for me to deal with and fucking changing your whatever. So it's just like easy, just block, move on. That's what the block button's for. But the blocking is what caused more problems than just non-blocking, see? And that really spiraled for our group of people. I've blocked them. You should see my block list. Holy shit. It's fucking huge.
I think my shit still says never been kicked or whatever.
Where?
Everywhere.
On Fireside?
Yeah.
I've never been kicked on Fireside. But yeah, that's what would happen, you know, and I guess I just pissed some people off, you know.
But here so it's like saying that I want to be famous, but I hate those paparazzi. Like it's gonna happen. Like it's baked in the cake. So I realize that as well. The more people, and for some reason on stereo with the voice, for some reason I would get more attention. Then
more
people saw me on camera, they're like, whoa, like middle-aged, like single chicks, like, you know, like my contemporaries, they'll be like, ooh, listen to this guy's voice. You know, you got that too. You know that. This is not narcissism. This is what happened.
No. Yeah, that's right. We're talking about Dr. Jen. She was cool. She used to boast our egos a little bit with our voices, right? But I find that the demographics of the people on stereo really are. I don't want to shut out some good people there, right? There's still some good people. We were on there, right? But the majority of people getting on there, fucking going into the dramas, are fucking bottom feeders, man. They are bottom feeders, right? And then you've got a different class on different apps. So Clapper has got more filthy people on it, right? There's a lot of like seedy type of people on there,
right?
You know, and then you've got TikTok with just fucking like egotistical, like look at me, nobodies that are trying to be
everyone has to be like this, you know. But tell me, look at me in the eyes and tell me that you don't get excited when you have the opportunity to make someone that deserves it pay.
I get off like you wouldn't believe. Like I before I met this crew, right? Let me tell you a story about Anna Wallace, if you don't mind. When I first came back to Australia, I promised my son we'd get a pet because we're leaving Thailand, and he was very confused about, like, sad and stuff like that. So I said, we'll get a pet. So what are we going to get? We're going to get a bird. I'm going to get a hand-raised bird, a baby bird that can sit on your shoulder and things like that. So I was seeking this out online, and I found this woman selling it, and you could pay her in advance a deposit of 25%, which was only $25. It was fuck all, right? And then in 6 weeks or something, the birds will be ready. You can go pick them up. No problem. So as it got closer, she starts getting a little bit weird, a little bit hard to contact. It was only through Facebook, no phone number. This is way before stereo, by the way, or 6 months at least before stereo. And as it's getting closer, she says, take a photo of the cage that you're going to put the bird in. So I got a decent sized cage. She says, I'm not selling you my bird because it's not big enough. I said, well, the bird's going to be out most of the time. It's, hand raised, blah, blah, blah. Stops fucking responding to me. I said, well, just give me back my deposit then. I'll fucking go somewhere else. Starts ignoring me. I was like, you fucking bitch. Believe me, the $25 that you need to pay back is much less than what you're going to go through. If you don't give me back the fucking money.
You have incurred.
It could have been $1. It could have been $1. It doesn't matter. Right. She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't have a bar of it. I had no phone number. I was like, right, dead leads. Fuck this bitch. I'm going to go through, and this was during COVID too. No one's at work. A lot of people during lockdown. I'm going to spend every last ounce of my energy to find who you are and make sure you fucking pay that back to me, bitch, right? I said to her, I'll rock up at your fucking house. So long story short, I was trying to hunt this woman down online to find out where she lived and phone numbers, and I found out she had this online barley business thing here in Perth, and I would make fake profiles on Facebook and then leave bad reviews on her, like loads of them, right? And leave bad reviews on her Facebook, right? I even made a Facebook profile of her leaving herself a bad review on Facebook. Right? So she was blocking me, and she was like, she took comments off, like reviews and stuff like that. Then I saw someone else complaining on all the posts that she'd blocked, but they were complaining on the comments, give me back my deposit. She won't give me the bird because I'm going to feed it this sort of bird seed. I'm like, she's a serial fucking asshole doing this, right? You serial bitch. Okay.
It's a Ponzi scheme.
So I connected with that person, right? I'm like, look, I've been finding out all this info. I'm stuck at this point. This person gave me one little lead, and I was able to find out her location, her fucking business, her phone number, everything like that. I was like, sweet. I'm actually going to be in that area during the week for work. Like, it's quite far. So I've recorded myself doing this. I've got to send it to you guys. So I go there, and I fucking rock up at a door, knock on the door in the morning, and then fucking, I don't know, it must be a husband, answers, and I'm like, hey, Mr. X, looking for Anna Wallace. He goes, she's not here. I said, Anna, I know you're in there. Come on, get out. And I just started causing a bit of mayhem, mocking her, making jokes, told him about the deposit. He said, I need to go and find out about it. He didn't get onto it too quickly. I went to another job, came back in the afternoon. Basically, I can't say exactly what I said because it's probably going to incriminate myself, but I went back home, and by the time I got back in my driveway, she transferred the money back to me, So I felt justified, and I left it. Yeah. Now, when I got on stereo, I first found a whole group of people like me that would do that. Before that, I was the one that was entertaining my friends with those sort of stories, and like I found my people. So that's a long story to say. We're the same, Dave.
It's a long story to say, and I took that personally. And
dude, I've got to send you the video so you understand like exactly how funny that really is.
Like a video vlog of you preparing yourself for the fight.
No, I'm knocking on the door and stuff, and they've got like Christmas decorations up. There's 2 of them up there, right? And it was fucking September or something. I said, that's nice. Is this up late or up early? I'm not sure what part of the year this is going on, And to the guy, he's like, who are you? I said, don't worry about who I am. I know who I am, Mr. X. Do you know who you are? Where is Anna Wallace?
Give me my fucking parrot, mate.
She's not here. I said, is she gone to the dentist because she was missing front teeth?
Oh.
And how does she even eat? Does she swallow watermelon? And like, just shit like that.
Shit.
Thanks, Lauren. Damn. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. Joey's left 2 messages. Should we hit them?
Sure. Yeah.
Here we go.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks for being here.
Balls is, I got to realize that growing up, that was a thing. It was just a normal day. I came up with it. You guys felt, I felt like when I heard you guys, and I've heard you guys through Benny Boom Boom's podcast telling him to fuck himself and stuff. But I was just like, okay, that was always something that was a sense of humor amongst my friends, family, all that shit, dude. And I don't realize sometimes that when people are ultra sensitive with that shit, it's like, what's wrong with this fucking guy, or whoever. Like, what a pussy, But not everybody has the same sense of humor like that. However, if somebody does get butthurt, they and they ask for it, and then they go out of their way to try to talk shit. It's like, well, now we're gonna go extra hard, and Rock and Elvis especially were like, they'll give it to you more, just as much as you're giving it to them, but it's effortless and way better.
And Joey too, by the way. Like it was actually the trio, and full spectrum. Sometimes the four of us would just go in and just batter someone like a big fucking orgy. All right, we got 2 more from Joey. Here we go.
Also, I'm kind of on a seat where it's like the vindictiveness will cease with me. It's like I can compartmentalize if I come across somebody that I was like, oh man, I'm gonna keep, next time I come across them on the app, I'll let them have it. Until then, it's gonna go in the back of the brain, but I can pull it right back out like it was yesterday. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know why. You know what I mean? Like it's an immature thing, and it sounds like lame to say this, but if I was to get mad enough at somebody for some reason, and like Dave, it really is, come at me all you want, but somebody says something about maybe my friends or my family, and it's like undeserved, that's when I think would be something where I would lose it.
Even if it's deserved.
Cool, and I can't punch the person because that's where my mind will go to that. It hasn't in a long time, but unfortunately, I'm flawed.
He's dropped another 2 in there, but let me just cut in real quick and say, I reckon that the moment you react and show the weakness, that's what your soft spot is, that they can get to you through your family, that's where they'll get you, Yeah. Pretty much I'm unoffendable, right? Besides one thing of being accused. This bitch was trying to go around telling people I was a fucking convicted pedophile, she was trying to say, right? I literally when I was connecting with people on TikTok, he held back for a second. He goes, this is what she's written. He showed me the screenshots. I'm like, bro, he's like, I need to know your real name to continue because he goes, I can't be doing, because he was talking about positivity. I said, I totally get it, man. I hate that you had to ask that. Send him a screenshot of my working with children certificate, which is, you can't get if you've got any sort of criminal record, like that's me, that's my name, that's my photo. Now, if anybody else asks you on TikTok because of this fucking bitch, you got to vouch for me. You know my real details. I don't want to give it to everyone, but you got to vouch for me. He's like, done. So that was it. That's how I got around that. And then that's when you stepped in, Dave, and fucking turned around and said, you don't get to fucking call people that shit,
Yeah.
That's the one thing that fucking got me fueled.
It's the lowest common denominator you can possibly go to, and that's unfortunately where we're going right now, where everyone, if you don't agree with me, then you are that, which is like the worst thing you can possibly do. It's been the same for thousands of years. It's been the worst thing you can possibly do. And for some reason, now we just go right to the jugular. There's no like.
No, why?
Well, maybe you are gay first.
Enough to fucking come back with a little comeback of comedy, right? To make you we were as a group growing. We had people following, listening. Maybe we could sell some T-shirts and make a mockery of those bitches, right? But because they didn't have that, they broadcasted the same 3 fucking people and spread all this bullshit. The way that they could only get back is by trying to spread a lie, that people shouldn't follow that guy because he's this and that, when it's not the case. I've never gone out and who's this? Sorry, Stillstone NZ, still struggling for air like a fish out of water. Miss listening to the yarns. Sorry, I meant Rock. Sorry, which profile is this of who? I'm not sure. NZ Stone. Yeah, don't know who you are.
So it says I spoke briefly ages ago that he's the chap that had stage 3 lung failure, emphysema, so on and so forth. And he says he's still here. He said me, but I think he meant you.
Oh, that's what he meant, Rock. Yeah. Yeah, obviously it's not the same name that I recognize the person as.
Right.
So they'll come through. Just tell us your stage name, man. Yeah.
Right. And then Legends before had said how badass he is and we should do a show together. Legends, hit me up. Anyway, so that was a few back.
Yeah. And hi, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, someone, if you haven't met him before, give him a follow. He's a English fella. He's from the north, and to me, he's absolutely hilarious. Love Jeff to death. But if you dare step in those radio rooms on Clapper, he'll roast the bejesus out of you in a very cruel, personal way. And he doesn't mean it, unless he's just trying to get you out of the room because you're weird. But he's fucking, you just can't take to heart what he says because it's really quite hilarious.
He's also 5 bottles of whiskey deep. So
fuck.
At any
I'm a
moment,
half an hour. I'm getting there. I started at the start of the show. So
right.
There you go.
It's getting me. It's getting me. Yeah.
Man, it's black as night.
I'm actually drinking sparkling water.
I want to do it. So you're drinking
this time.
I'm having iced
it's
coffee.
8:30 in the morning here. Well, I'm sorry. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here now. But.
Right.
How long you guys got, by the way? You got time?
Yep.
Oh, we're
I
good.
do.
Yeah,
we
cool.
do.
Yeah, sweet.
Good. So at 9 o'clock, I'm going to break out because I have I've told you guys already, but I have a concert I'm going to. I live in Vegas, and it's going to be the Sick New World lineup, and I am very, very excited. Can I share a screen real quick?
How long is 9 o'clock far away from you now? Another hour?
Yes.
All right.
For him.
It's 4 p.m. for Jeff over there. Yeah, sweet. In the UK, that is. Share a screen. Oh, hang on. Let me sort that. AC.
Oh,
I
sure.
didn't know you could offer to share a screen. That to me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's do it.
We'll have to ask you because it's your show.
Yeah. I just didn't realize you could do that. Here we go.
So I'll be going to this today.
That's
Can
awesome.
you put us on try to put us on the bottom there, or make it?
We on the side. Okay, on the bottom. Let me just give me a chance. Caught me with my pants down. Is that better?
There we go. Yeah.
There we go.
I just want everyone to get a chance to see that. Yep. So I'm old as fuck, and this is now classic rock. And
goodness.
I have agita, and I have a little bit of anxiety that I'm going to be the old man with the fucking, and I can't wear the Deftone shirt, and I can't wear the, I'm famous for those. You can't wear. How do you guys feel about that? Would you go to a concert and wear the shirt of the concert that you're going to?
Probably
why not?
Why wouldn't you?
Probably not in stereo. That was awesome. Probably not.
No, we said why wouldn't you? I think it's
why
great.
not?
Yeah.
I heard that was the rule. Like
I'd wear a Rocstedi shirt, and everyone would be asking to buy that one off me.
Of course.
Well,
yeah.
That's true. David always
That was
wear
a bit vain.
the
No,
Married
I've
Couple
got
Podcast shirt.
any t-shirts anyone wants to have a look, they're on my Instagram. Feel free to hit me up for one. That was a joke. That was a joke. This is Mr. Bombastic. Jeff is a machine. Yes, he's an absolute fucking machine. Weapon.
So yeah.
But yeah. So this concert, man. Like, how far is it from you where you are now? Is this like one of those big day events, like thousands of people going outdoors, indoors? Yeah. Alcohol to be drunk, people taking drugs, women with their skirts up. Summer's coming along.
Bikinis,
I've been to a few of these
sweat, fucking water splashing all over, nipples hard as hell.
Yeah,
that's what I'm expecting. $5 waters. I'm expecting $12 burritos.
So where is it at? In Vegas?
So it's at the Las Vegas Fairgrounds, which is just next to the Circus on the north side of the Strip.
Yep.
They just built that area for the concert event, and it's awesome. It's a great facility, but you can't bring a bag in. It's 1,000 degrees. You got to bring a water in. I want to have things on my person. I don't know how deep they're going to go into like searching people.
So does that happen over there? Like they'll search you to go into the premises for what? For alcohol, for drugs, things like that?
More so for knives or bullets or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot it's America.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to go through a metal detector like you're at the airport. It's that's why they have the clear bags and stuff.
I tell you what, looking at that lineup, I really wish I was there because I love me some Hoobastank.
I know you do. I'm looking for Mr. Bungle. So really quick before we take this off, I'm looking at, as soon as I walk in, Alien Ant Farm. Alien Ant Farm is the people that.
Sorry, I don't know half these names unless I maybe heard their songs. I'm really terrible with matching bands to their songs or even song names. But I'll hear it and I'll know the song off by heart. So this is kind of looking like Clueless to me at the moment, a little bit. I know a couple of the bands.
So System of a Down. How about that?
Wake Up. Down. I know System of a Down. Wake Up. Yeah, I know them.
Incubus, right? Chevelle, Placebo is one from the 90s as well. I'm looking forward to Seven Dust and the Melvins, Failure. Mr. Bungle.
What time does it finish? It starts early in the morning or mid-morning.
Starts at 11.
Go right into the night.
Yeah. So the first, we're going to leave at 9 to get there inside the gates by 11. And then we start kind of like staggering the different stages all the way up to System of a Down is 10:30 at night tonight. So I'm going to be there all day into the night. It starts at 10:30.
Just want to give a special shout out to Eric Clapperton's his System of the Down syndrome. He's been meeting us up with us guys on Clapper. So shout out to you, Eric.
Yeah. Shout out to the people working on Up Syndrome. Hopefully that works out.
Syndrome. Oh, it's better than. Well, is it better? It's the opposite.
I hope so.
Down.
I hope so.
They're down for that. Oh, I'm up for anything though. Keep going. Sorry.
I'm totally down too.
Jeff's
laughing.
You guys are killing me.
Yeah, you don't worry. You can't get cancelled. It's my channel.
Shit.
Don't worry about it. All right, so you
There you
stop
go.
that. There we go.
Yeah, I just took it away. It's the same list. So it's a bunch of 90s bands, Old Man, Graybeard, you know. So I'll send you.
What's the age range group? Because like right now, I remember doing that many years ago, and I feel like I would be old going there because I'm 42. You're late 30s.
I'm 44.
Are you older than me? Holy shit! I didn't know that. I thought you were.
You guys are old.
Yeah. How old are you?
Okay, there's a 5 in your. There's a 5th in your name,
Mr. IamDave.
I'm not 55.
Not until
a week.
October.
A week.
No, the 21st.
A week or so.
Yeah, his birthday
of this month, 21st of this month.
Yes.
Really? Your birthday's like 6 days before my daughter. Holy shit.
Oh.
And I'll be cool. 55.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be 55. Yeah, you don't look 55, Dave. You 57 or something, but not 55.
Yeah. Both you fuckers look older than me, so fuck off.
It's the beard, man.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
to answer your question, I need this. I need to go outside in the sunshine. I need to hear loud music. You know the kind of music I like. I like either really hard rock or drum and bass, and I really need to have that
in fact, I love your style of music, and I love the drum and bass you pick, man, on your station when you do Syntax Radio on Station Head, right? You got some fucking good tunes, man. There's several times I've thought about approaching you where we might be going to a party or something and seeing if you wanted to be the like virtual DJ and play through the speakers there. You know,
I can do
just
that.
tip you. Yeah, I might do that next time.
I'll do it for free.
It's all right. I mean, we can say people tip a few bucks. You know, it's monkey dances for a few dollars. You know, a few bucks.
And if he's unavailable, I know Benny Boom Boom's probably got.
He's got good music style. He's just got a terrible personality. No, his personality's good. He's got zero loyalty. That's what it is. Yeah.
I'm sorry to bring shit up. Go on.
No. Look, it's all fun and fucking jokes. I think it's made us who we are.
No, it absolutely has.
Hardened, bloodthirsty,
hardened, bitter, fucking assholes.
That part's very true. Now,
bloodlust is insatiable.
As AC goes to have fun today and out in the sun, Sam and I are going to take a nap on the couch, and probably run around the house with our clothes off because
our roommates are gone working today, so we get to have a naked day.
Around in the nude. Yeah.
So let's hurry this up. Let's wrap this up.
Dogs are going straight outside, or bring them in and pull out the peanut butter. You know,
guys, give it up for planned sexual activities.
Check your panties.
There's Eric's. Jeff saying Eric has an act he could do. So I've got to tell you about this guy, Eric. You guys? I don't think either or all of you guys are aware of Eric Clapperton on Clapper.
Nope.
No.
Tears in Heaven.
It's like that, isn't it? But I've got to just say it how it is. So there's a guy on Clapper who's got Down syndrome. Jeff's clapping, he loves it. And that's fine that he's got
He loves Down syndrome?
He's actually got Down syndrome, right? And he's apparently from Australia, from the north of Australia. And he's jumping into people's radios, which is cool, like hanging out. But he's very upfront about the things he's doing. And he seems to have a masturbation problem, like a big time masturbation problem. What? And he's bisexual, and he'll go into the room.
How do you know that?
Because ask Jeff why he's bisexual. He'll go in the room and he'll be like, "How are you? Are you married?
How are you?
No. Do you want to be my boyfriend? Do you want to be my girlfriend?" He's asking everyone around this. Like,
I don't think he knows what a boyfriend or girlfriend is.
I think it's anyone that's going to pay attention to this poor kid, right? So,
touch me, Willie.
Clapping that planned nude activities. That's what he was clapping at. So he's apparently he's in the room and he says, and I didn't catch a lot of this. I've seen bits and pieces. He said, "I'm going to go now. I'm going to go masturbate straight up. Just tell everyone. Everyone's just lost at losing.
No filter.
Laughing." Yeah. So he goes away and then comes back to the room. He's asked Jeff to be with him, but Jeff said he's married. Anyway,
I'm done now. I'm back.
There's a friend of ours called Heaven on Clapper, and she says, "Oh, Eric, I'll be your Clapper girlfriend, like doing him a favor, like doing him a solid, you know." So he's like fallen head over heels with this. And she felt bad because she's trying to like make him feel nice, but not lead him on and make him feel like this. So Eric's gone ahead and made a post and put it on Clapper and tagged her in it and all this sort of stuff. So when he popped in the room, she has to say like, Eric, I'm your girl friend. I'm your Clapper girl friend, you know? And Rosa was there, I think, apparently as well. Jeff was there. And he was begging her, oh, please don't break up with me. And she's like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just,
never together.
Well, they were in his eyes, right? So he put a post up about how she's not with him anymore. And then he just gets on and jerks off while everyone's listening on the fucking, he was masturbating while everyone could hear, right? And
that's the worst masturbation is the sad one, the sad masturbating.
It was like a 35, 45 second masturbation with a big spit at the end. Anyway, so, no, I didn't mean spit the venom like he spits, right? And, and then she's like, Eric, this is exactly why we can't be together. That's not appropriate. He's like, he was apologizing. And then a few minutes later, he's just doing it again. He's just knocking one out again. And Jeff's like, he's fucking knocking one out again. Just like, oh man.
We can't be together because you come too fast.
But not just that. He's been on another radio with Rosa and Bryce and masturbated with them being able to hear. Dude. And I think he did it again with Joey Butts today.
That's called tribute. You know that,
yeah,
right?
and when he's been asked how many times he does it a day, he says 15 to 20. I'm like, dude, I want an extra chromosome, man. Inject me with that shit because 15 to 20. Rosa says, LOL. He asked Bryce and Joey out last night. That's right, he did. Yeah, he asked
together, like a throuple.
I don't know, but I don't know, man. It's great.
Do you both want to be my Willy friends?
I'm messaging this guy saying, look, dude, I said, like, I will absolutely help you get back together with Heaven. You leave it with me, brother. Don't take no for an answer. You've got to absolutely get in there.
We need to get on Clapper more often.
We'll do like Cyrano de Bergerac. We'll tell you what to say, you know, like from another Clapper, we'll be like, okay, no, compliment her boobs.
Oh, he asked Heaven if she could, because now that you're my girlfriend, could you send me a picture of your boobs, you know?
I would send him any picture of any boob.
She says, I can't. He goes, but my sister sent me a picture of hers. Well, we stopped laughing at that point. That's a bit funny.
No.
This is where I jerk off.
That's fine. Look at every royal family. They're doing fine.
Just Mr. Bombastic knows him as well. Eric is my friend. Yeah, so shout out to you, Eric. I hope you can go back and listen to this. And if not, I'll definitely make sure Heaven hears it. Okay.
I feel like we need to talk to him.
Dude, I'm in full contact with him.
Yeah. Not now. We should say
something. Oh, that's right. He asked your friend Taz. That's right. He asked your friend Taz for dick pics, man.
Wow.
How about this?
Your friend Taz.
He doesn't know me.
No, he asked your friend Taz.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But he doesn't know me. We can set it up like I'm interested. And then we can
don't play him wrong. Just
pry
send
him away.
Pic, man. He's not going to hurt you, is it?
Of course, I'm going to send him any dick pic. Any dick I find, I'm going to be like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be my dick pic. That's where people don't make the leap in logic. Like it doesn't have to be your tits. You can send him a tit. So
I think Thought Boss fucking punked me like that. Like for my birthday a couple of years ago, brand new on stereo. I remember I wanted to do a show with Spectrum and Joey and Thought Boss and stuff. And Thought Boss goes, I'm going to send you a dick pic for your birthday. For real, right? And I'm like, he thought I was going to go, oh, don't do that. I said, go on then. So he fucking did. He sent me 2. And this thing was should have been illegal. It was just like, the guy's a fucking tripod and he's big as it is, right? And thinking like, it was so big. Like, I think it puts Bombastic's dick to shame. And it was so big, right, that I ended up taking the screenshot and putting a Thought Boss big hair wig on it and stuff like a head. And I got lots of different photos like that. But now thinking back, I reckon he just punked me just like what you said there, AC. I reckon he just got someone else's
National Geographic.
Ranger nuts because these red hair, you know? They got ginger minge nuts.
Ginger minge nuts. Some fucking Viking
Ranger
testicles.
Balls. Yeah, like
so let's set it up where you guys lay it up and be like, hey, this is our friend AC. Maybe you don't know about him.
Giggles. Hey, Sky
and
Giggles.
Then, what's up, Sky Giggles? And lay him up, be like, okay, this is AC. He doesn't know anything about me. And let's see how many times I can get him to masturbate.
I don't want to play the kid along. I like the kid. I actually want to help him.
I want him to come. I want to help him too. What more help can I give him?
I can read you. he's got some. They're great. Like just a couple of them. You got to hear them, right? Is that okay?
Hear him?
Yes.
No, hear the message. No. I didn't catch that. I've never caught him jerking off. I've just heard it from the crew, right? But just a couple of messages, like.
Oh, so you can't corroborate the masturbation?
I've never caught it, but this is.
Oh.
He said, "Hello, Rocstedi. I want to know if you can help me, please. Can you?" And there's no like punctuation. This guy says. He says, "Can you talk to my ex-girlfriend Heaven? They were together for about 15 minutes, by the way, and see if she can unblock me because she's freaked out now. The poor girl's like scared, But he also, yeah, you're right, Rosa. He also does love Jeff. He's like got a thing for the two of them. Heaven, and see if she can unblock me because I can't sleep at night properly anymore because it hurts my heart that she hates me. I never try to hurt her at all. I never try to hurt anyone because he was jerking off, like he wasn't hurting anyone. If anything, he's bringing good feeling to the world.
But just mute the mic.
I said to him, "Hey, Eric, don't worry, brother. Leave it with me. I'll talk to her. Between you and me, I think deep down she still loves you. I think deep down, yeah, she just has a strange way of showing it." I said, "If I was you, I would never give up. Only winners keep striving until the end. Be a winner, Eric. Winners are what women want. In the meantime, I'll talk to her. A little birdie told me that when, I probably shouldn't read that part out, but then she says, I said, she was thinking of you. Let's just say that. So that screams out loud to me that she loves you. So let me get back at her, touching feelings with you." I said, "If it doesn't work out, Jeff might be single soon too. I hear, but you didn't hear that from me, okay, buddy?" So Jeff just heard that for the first time, right? He said, "Yes, okay, thank you. And if this works, then I will thank you a lot." I said, "Not a worries, pal. I'll do what I can for you, Eric. You know why? Because I'm a winner. I piss excellence in the mornings, and you can too. Instead of e-jacking, piss excellence, Eric. Yeah. It's what people respect in women." And I said, "If you're in front of me right now," no, I better not say that. So yeah, that's it. Basically, he wrote, "Okay, thank you." So I'm all on his side, and then I sent that to Heaven, and she's like, "Don't you dare!" I'm like, "Hey, don't fucking play hard to get with this guy." I want you.
You try. That's dude, Jeffrey. Yes, dude. You try to be nice. I've been there. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be the one that offers the olive branch and sends it, and then you're like, this monster comes and goes and just takes everything.
Well, amongst the olive branches, like he's got it just like camouflaging his dick. So when she grabs it, he's just like, yeah.
Right. It's like
that's the extension of the olive branch from him, man. I'm sorry, Sammy. We're talking filth, but Sammy's like one of our
come on.
Crew. I know, yeah. Oh, sorry. Joey sent a message, and he like jerked off in front of Joey before, so I'm gonna play that.
Tell us about that, Joey. How did that make you feel?
Here we go.
I met that dude today. I haven't been on Clapper. I can't even tell you how long. And Bryce Rose were talking about him, or Rock said something about him first, and I'm like, oh, all right. But like, he is
all right.
That kid was. I mean, he was freaking pounding one off, dude, in there. And I'm like, no, he's not. And like, I don't know. They both. I was convinced, and then Rock's like, yeah, no, he really does. It's like, dude, how does this kid act? Sounds
like wet mac and cheese,
and hopefully not get himself in trouble or like have his family like say something. But yeah, man, I'm like, no, he is hammering one out, dude. That's authentic.
It's
man.
Fatality.
It's hopefully they don't have that superhuman strength like freak out too while they're doing it and rip their own
the strength.
I'm spewing. I've never caught that live myself, with him masturbating. I've always got to close my eyes and masturbate, visualizing him masturbating. I've never heard it live. Right. Yeah.
I always have to be masturbating to a vision of a man masturbating.
It's as Paul Vado says, it's a tough wank,
It helps to be in the cuck chair.
Too. Yeah, that's right. He got banned off plane. He said he couldn't fly anymore because he was caught masturbating on a plane. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot of
I've been there.
A lot of friction. Yeah.
How is it not raw? How is it
15
not
to 20
raw?
times? Dude, I've done it 5 or 6 times with somebody who like really wants to get it on, like, and it's like maybe I don't like to have that much sex. Maybe I don't.
Yeah,
it's spongy. It's raw.
Jeff said there. So yeah, he's banned from flying. And what was the other thing? He was banned off Instagram
for jerking off. So I
feel like we're really like slaying them. We're just saying the story, right? Yeah, poor kid.
Oh, we're also totally ripping him apart.
Well, I'm trying to be his friend. I'm actually trying to help the guy get back with his ex-girlfriend. I don't want to give him the cold shoulder like everyone else probably is, like everyone's probably a little bit creeped out. It doesn't mean anything bad, but he's got a problem, right? So
he likes to fucking party.
I said if you want to rub one out over me, go for Eric's son. No problem. He's never cracked onto me from that.
But has he ever said, like, I'm literally masturbating to your voice right now, Rock, can I finish?
It's cool. I'll blow on the mic for him.
That's what I'm saying. I'll help you out, dude.
I'll do the ASMR shit.
I can be gay over the radio, just not in person.
So yeah, good on you, Eric. I hope you hear back to this, buddy. Sorry for reading it publicly, but this is all going towards how we're going to get your ex back, because she doesn't even know it yet, but she's going to get back with you, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work,
and if she doesn't, if you don't, Heaven, then you really are completely a bitch. You better think about other people's feelings.
We're gonna hook you up. We're gonna hook you up. At least we're gonna talk to the people who's making the up syndrome, so we can get you some of that.
Well, we've got another message from Joey. He's probably done a follow up from that. Here we go.
It's me if I would be his boyfriend, like 5 minutes meeting him and hammering one out.
You're my boyfriend. I came to you.
Because if he's like, you know what I'm saying? Why would they do have a problem with that? I've heard it before, and the refractory period is like next to nothing. They could just
he rejuvenated quick,
back to back. But the thing is that I told him about, because he's like, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll be your boyfriend. And then I told him about Nunya.
Yeah,
I used to call Nunya
He's
my
boyfriend material,
and that happened on accident as we were talking about something in the back chats, and I'm like, yeah, no, you're my bro. It's no big deal. I'm like, you're my boy. You're my boy. I was like, you're my boyfriend. So I called him that.
You're my boy. You're my boyfriend.
I said, yeah, sure.
Yeah, Joey. Joey was super nice.
Why can't say, this is my girl? Why can't we say this is my boyfriend?
And then what did he say to you? Joey said, "Thank you." Right? He said, "Thank you."
And then carte blanche to come whenever he wants to, because now you're his boyfriend.
Legends ask where everyone's listening from. They're listening from either Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, or the other one.
Twitter.
No one's listening on Twitter. It just goes on Twitter. No one's listening. Twitter is bullshit to push stuff, eh? It's there, but it's like more like a catalog than to get fucking.
It's where presidents and senators talk. Like I don't. You know what I'm saying?
There's no like filth like talk with masturbation.
Oh, there's filth. Well, not like this.
Filth flying. You can say filth flying filth on my show.
Yeah, you can.
But, do you guys don't use Twitter? Either of you use Twitter?
No.
I have it. I don't use it very often.
Where do you broadcast from? Just Facebook and YouTube and
Facebook
Fireside.
and YouTube. Yeah.
What do you think of Fireside now? Like the direction that it's gone from when we started till now. What's your opinion on that?
It sucks.
I think it's what stereo was back in the day when they brought on all the people and then got whatever. It's garbage.
Yeah.
And what about when we first went on there though? Did you think it was shitty then, or was it all right?
It was good.
I thought it was. I mean, it was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed it for the first couple months, especially.
The camera was such a novelty, right? Like you had to prepare yourself for the camera.
I had to put a face on every time.
Yeah.
I had to get up this morning and put a face on for Pete's sakes.
But
it looks so natural, Sam. We couldn't even tell.
So natural. Maybe it's Maybelline.
The other creators that were on there, I've actually met some cool people of creators on there too. I've met some shit ones too, but
real shit.
And adding that camera and then the different things that they tried to do with it, to where we even made fun of them. How to make a show.
It's a FaceTime.
2 cameras and doing stuff like that. But I mean, we'll see where it goes, because apparently they still have plans to do whatever with it, which is why we've just kept on in the background.
Sure.
But literally it's a background app for us now.
Everybody's got plans. Everybody's got plans.
So I gotta tell you my thoughts. I loved Fireside because it was really that step up from what we were doing in stereo. Stereo was a good practice ground. You got your cartoon avatars. You can't imagine me talking like to a serious person like Ben Lesser, survivor from the Holocaust, right, on stereo, and you got trolls dropping with their shit, right? There's no way. So that was good for us to learn our shit, and that was the funny times, and it hardened us up, right? Then you've got Fireside, which, like you said, put a face on. I didn't have the glasses the first several shows. I was like, I hate now. When I was doing stereo, I'd be up against the screen. I'd be looking in their stereo motherfucking cartoon eyes, right? Like getting deep on shit. But with this, you got to read the messages. You've got to do all this stuff. And it's like, oh God, that's where the glasses came out, right? I was like, I need to be able to still like look around and do shit. And you don't even know what's going on.
Yep.
And it was really like smooth to use at the start. It wasn't like bogged down like it is now. And it was like, you click a button, it would work. Yeah,
there was 14 people on it.
Well, then we all fucking came along. We really took over Fireside, yeah. Like we fucking legitimately took over that job, and it was great with some of the good old OCs, but then a lot of them weren't as well, jealous and shit. But it was at the point like where obviously AC, you mentioned it several times, we've got to fucking go branch out. We've got to do these things. Like you're doing that one year, as I'm really questioning where we're taking things to the next level on Fireside, because they were giving us all this clout, and they were really looking after me. That I was having like meetings with them often, like with it was fantastic, and breaking records on there constantly, fucking highest like ranked shows and like replays, the whole lot.
All of us, killed it.
And then it was when we did that 24-hour marathon that I really realized that they didn't even fucking show up. They didn't give a fucking shit. You know who gave a shit? Stephanie McGann Jensen. She gave a shit, right?
If you think about it, though, what happened after that? They opened the floodgates.
Yeah, we got them to open the floodgates, but I didn't want to be in no fucking flood no more, because it was like I realized that we were only going to be that next stepping stone for them to try and get this fucking
that's right.
The gay like psychic dude, right? I keep forgetting his name.
John Henry.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Henry.
Tyler John Perry.
Good for him. Thanks for the followers, man. But they are absolutely useless to us because the demographics is like these little stay home, whatever, like lost relative. I'm trying to clutch onto whatever I can type.
Wine
here,
moms.
Yeah.
People who listen to him don't want to listen to our show.
Oh, that's right.
Probably
we talk too much.
Offend them.
People that listen to him are literally looking for like someone from the beyond, the hereafter, to give them advice and tell them what the fuck is going on. So literally, like, they don't want to hear us talking about flat.
No way. Not
they
even
won't want me to
in.
say he's dead now.
Well, he is. That's why they want to speak to Tyler, because he can fucking connect them again, right?
After they first started coming in with that and bringing him in there and all the thousands of followers that he brought or whatever, I mean, I literally specifically made our show the Tyler Perry After Show.
Yeah.
And we got quite a few people coming in there.
Wow.
And then we made fun of him, and you dropped his gay brother voice on
gay
there.
Gay cousin.
It
wasn't me, it was his gay cousin.
And exactly. And
you
then
sons of bitches.
Then people never came back.
But it got real sticky by then too. Yeah, it was good, man. Like it was that point where I think we sort of walked away and rebuilt. Is it all frozen? No, that was AC.
No.
I'm not frozen. I'm just very still.
I thought everyone was so still, listening on every hanging on every word that I say. But like we realized time to move on to the big pond where the small fish and try here, and that is more realistic to try and get further than anywhere, because this fucking app is not really in touch with what the people or content creators need and what the audience wants. They've just got this one vision where they're putting this tacky ass fucking home cooked shows and shit that no one wants to fucking see. It doesn't run properly. There's no proper broadcast. It's just an app.
It's a FaceTime with a really bad fucking messenger, and that's why you can never see the messages coming in. How much better is this, where everyone's front and center, everyone can see their own messages? It whoops Stereo's ass. It whoops fucking Fireside's ass. We needed to take the stepping stone into the camera thing. We needed to get master the camera, and then we brought in the messages with the camera, right? But there's more people to kind of do it and produce the show, right? And there's not so much you had to do; it was all there. Even the connections. It should never work though.
That stepping stone sure made us spend a fuck ton more money.
Yeah, but now you've got it all set up.
Now we've got this and this.
There's nowhere else to go.
There's way more to go. Don't say there's nowhere to go. There's so much more to go, man. Like this, there is with cameras. Switches.
No, of course. I'm saying.
You mean
the platforms?
Oh, sure. Sorry, I get you. I get you.
Like,
look, because we stopped there before because we were trying to level up. Fucking there was so many rumors he's got banned off Fireside. Bitches, I'm still on fucking Fireside. Do a show.
We're all still on Fireside.
I just don't, okay? And I have sometimes just to test it. It's still fucked. So stick that in your fucking ass. Yeah.
Especially the computer app. I used to, every morning I'd boot up my computer, and then the thing is, once you find out the The lowest common denominator. Like, what is the final step of this? What is the final form of like what the thing we're trying to do? And then you figure it out and you see the long view and you're like, oh, these people who have monetized channels that have like these, like our listeners right now. Imagine there was 10 times more listeners and then people paid you $5-10 to make a comment. That happens constantly, and $50 and $100 too.
Thanks, legends.
So
he just said Rock got banned from being banned. How about that?
He's so banned. He's back on stereo.
Yeah, I'm just unforgiving the way I speak. I don't give a fuck. But you're so right, man. And like I think what they were trying to bring, the element they were trying to bring to the space was having a live participatory audience, right? Which I think is fantastic.
Fantastic. We want
the
that
thing. The thing is that technology moves so fucking fast. I dare not try to start anything with like apps, tech programs, because of how fast shit's going. Like since they started, look at all the AI shit that's come out, right?
Sure.
Right. Building your own websites and all sorts of stuff that it moves too fast to keep up with. She's still clutching back on the idea of that. But we've made this participatory right now on YouTube, people with messages coming in and everything. What the fuck is it? What makes them different now? Because
this is the final form.
Shit on Netflix potentially one day because that was the deal they had going. Maybe, maybe.
This is the second largest search engine in the world. The second largest search engine is YouTube.
Yeah,
8.9 active people looking for specific niche things that you can provide to them. Some people just want to have a laugh and watch us do a live. Some people want to watch shorts and just ADD out, with like 60-second content. That's fine too.
Sure.
This is it. This is the final. Like, there's nowhere else to go. It's fucking Google.
I agree with you. That's why I've even cut back where I'm streaming to. I only do YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. And even just because I can fill the spaces I do it there, I should cut a couple of them out too. Like Twitch, right? This is how fucking pansy and weak that Twitch is getting. I have in the title like meet my FKN for my fucking friends. Like I'm not swearing. Twitch won't let me put that title. They won't let me put that title. So I feel like canceling Twitch before they cancel me.
You think they're just like reading between the lines on what you want to say? Like, if
it's just, this isn't actually Legends. This is his AI right now. He is sliding into Dave's Legends, and your AI is still fucking boring. I'm being paid to be here to bump up the numbers. Jeff's being paid to bump up the numbers. He's a 2-for-1.
You can't go anywhere, Jeff.
He's a large fellow, if no one knew.
You played nice. You get that bottle of whiskey, like you said.
He fucking drinks like a champ. I'm too funny for the comments. Legends dropped some good comments. What about that time, AC, when we were doing something about the airport? Remember? Fuck. It was something about the airport. And he said he's something's terminal. He's cancer's terminal. It was at the Terminal 1 or something.
Oh, that was amazing. Yes.
Whatever it was fucking hilarious, man.
I need to know now so I can go back and pull it and make a YouTube
think
short.
about that and let your OCD catch up. Yeah.
I don't think it works like that, but I don't think it gives me super memory. But
right. AC, one of the best things that you said is, it's all right being a big fish in a little pond, but let's get out into the ocean because over at those other at either Stereo or Fireside or whatever, we were the big fish. But it
felt good.
It did, but it really didn't mean anything.
But I felt more time. I was more frustrated. Like I think you were about to say. Like I was more frustrated all the time. Like, why am I not a featured content creator? I have 5 shows that are at the top. I have 3 of the top shows in the top 5. Like it's my show. We take screenshots and be like, look at this shit. We fucking own this place.
And whenever I'd post that, whenever our show would hit, I was the first one to break the set shows that they had with, they have like the fucking movie stars. You can never pop it, right? And I did, and I beat it. I was like, yes, first non-fucking famous content creator to get hit number 1 spot. When I post that shit, they'd pull it down. Like I'd drop all the way down to like 30. I'd leave it for a few days, then I'd post it. And I told Stephanie and I told Alice, I said, why is this happening? They said it's a natural algorithm. I said, well, I'm going to post it, and then you watch me drop. And I'd do it, and I'd drop. I don't know why.
Why don't you naturally kiss my ass?
Yeah, how about naturally just slap my balls on your forehead, bitch? Sorry, Sam. It's a bit of like a fucking, and she's one of the boys. Yeah.
Who are we talking
about? It was a bit of a piss off, Yeah, I think
I was pissed off all the time. I was frustrated because I realized halfway through it when I started figuring out, it's like, all right, what happens after this? What are we trying to do aside from having fun, right? Aside from having fun, which is all that I'm okay with. But if there is more to it, then I'm the kind of person that'll be like, go to the lab and be like, how can it sound the best? What kind of investment do I need for it to everyone have kind of almost the same setup? We don't break the bank. Where, whoever finds the information, share it with the other people. If we find a better way, so be it. If you do, great. And it ended up working that way anyway. But the point is, like, there's no turbo YouTube. There's no turbo Twitch.
No, that's right.
So
it's a
like
long, hard road. Well,
this is it.
Unless you get viral, you get hit with the viral. Let me read a couple of comments so we can go right into that. So Legend says there was a man that is a whole aeroplane and he ended up getting terminal cancer. That was the joke, right?
Oh my god!
And then Jeffrey says you're either a leader or a follower. You're leaders, you're leaders, so you'll grow to the size of your pond. So thank you. That's good advice, right?
Thank you, man.
But the thing
Or I'll
is,
kill every fish.
Let's use Keith Burr. Keith Burr as an example, right? That guy. I don't think he works because he just sits at home making constant comedic content all fucking day. I mean, the editing that must go into it from this guy.
He's so
right?
good. He's so good.
But it's a fucking miss, semi-hit, miss until he fucking landed the formula when Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were going through their divorce court stuff. He got a couple of clips with shorts that went viral. Bang. Thousands of fucking followers, thousands of subscribers. What's he at now, roughly?
About 70,000.
About 70,000 subscribers. And he had like, same as me, fucking a year ago or something like that, whenever that case was on, a few hundred, right? And he just popped. And now it doesn't matter what he posts, he's got that run. He's got the people to support it. He gets the algorithm. So you can, I wouldn't even say he's lucky. I say he tried his heart out till he found that fucking formula.
It's not luck. You have to know when your followers are awake. You have to know when your followers are awake, period. You have to know how much of it they want to consume. So you have to keep looking at the time that they give you without swiping away. And you have to look at the content. You have to you might have to move your niche to something that's more specialized to what people want to.
Yeah, and that's
you have to look
problem,
at YouTube trends and see what's being posted, and then try to make a video in your niche that's about the thing that's being posted, so you can ride that hashtag.
Yeah. That absolutely makes so much sense, and why like things haven't popped for me personally. But that's because I can't do that. I can't not be this. This is like what I am or I'm not. No. And like I can get serious, of course. People have seen those shows. I can speak to Holocaust survivors. I can speak to scientists. I can do all that stuff because it truly fascinates me if I want to get into a deep conversation. But I also just want to talk with my friends. But I'm just never going to be one of those guys that will try to follow a trend. And I don't mean disrespect to anyone that does it. That's good. Like I should be more open to that. I just can't, because I can't not be this. And that's the only way I'm ever going to be.
You can do the live show, and then from that live show, that 2.5 hour live show, comes tons of content. Then you chop it up and you put it into Canva. Sure. And from that, you get 1,000 different things, little quips. How many jokes did we just say? We can quip 5-15 seconds of it, and we're all laughing, and that's a short,
Sure. This is a short right now, and I'm going to post this part.
No, wait. Now.
Now go.
So we all have different issues here. Like I have no problem snipping and putting it together and posting it. But Dave and Sam used to do, right? But Dave, you said like you find the clips, like you've kind of got the way to listen back to the whole episode, which I don't have that like freedom or time. That's my downfall because of the time that's consumed. And I know you said we should try and help each other out, but God damn, there's so much work.
It is a lot of work. I'm just waiting for one of you two to become famous so that we can just
ride your coattails.
I knew it.
It's like it's the other way around. We're going to ride it from you guys. You guys are the consistent ones.
See, the only reason we're on the show today. We don't wake up at 8:30 in the morning for anything.
I retire.
I do appreciate that. When the marathon was on last year, we were both the same amount of shows. I think it was 48 or 49 episode for you guys and for me.
We're at 50.
Yeah, 50, I was at 50.
50 and I'm at 56 right now, and you guys are what? 90 something.
90.
We're at 90.
Yeah, that's how much I haven't done things.
Wow.
Yeah. I just haven't put the same effort or focus into it now, But I love this. This is good.
I think it's the wrong context. You had different things to do. Your energies
Life
were
happened.
in different places.
Yeah.
Sure.
Life happened hard as fuck.
But I wasn't trying to turn it to me. I was trying to show how well you guys have continued, not about how much I've lagged.
Oh,
okay?
Thanks.
Thanks.
So we just hit the 2 hour mark. You want to wrap it up, or you want to do another 20 minutes, or what do you want to do?
We should probably wrap it up pretty quick.
All right.
Yeah. That way I can actually put pants on.
And we've got sex coming. Come on.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
And I'm going to call them on Clapper.
Just start now, and we'll just ignore them. Pretend that nothing happened.
Get the phone. It's a Clapper live, so we can see each other.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Says you work hard, man. What I do love with Clapper is at those opportunities where AC's jerking off. No, there's opportunities where there's the camera.
Stop.
No.
Oh, that's the wrong one. I was going to play that one. Doesn't matter. It's out of context. It's okay. So, let's just wrap it up because we're getting to that time now. I'm getting pretty fucking pissed as well. I hope I'll be mad myself.
Are you mad?
I'm drunk. Well,
pissed like he's drunk.
My cordial's
not mad.
than
not
I thought.
Mad.
Huh?
And not pissed like mad. You're getting pissed like drunk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm a little.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I hope I haven't
drinking
been.
Fermented wallaby piss.
Yeah, that's actually koala chlamydia milk straight from the koala's mouth.
Imagine the two little nipples you got to get that from.
That's right.
So, shit.
We'll wrap it up. Hey, Jeff, if you're going on Clapper, I'll jump on for a little bit with you and have a bullshit. Hang out there for a little bit before I.
If Eric is there, you have to call me, dude. I gotta hear this.
You got to be on call for Eric. Look, I don't even catch him a lot myself, but
hello, Eric.
I hope he's watching.
My name is AC.
Shout out to you, Eric. Shout out to you. And shout out to everyone that's listened to the show. Appreciate that. We should wrap this thing up. Thanks for being on. I want to have you guys individually as well. It's just that it's worked out. It worked out pretty safe, this one, with the group of us. And it may not have been that way, if you know what I mean. But the Holy Trinity here together on the show. So we really appreciate you guys coming on.
I don't know if I'm too holy.
Thank you.
You're definitely dirty. That was a fake halo.
I got a couple holes.
All right. All right. I'm going to end it with this outro so that we can piss off at the end. Here we go.
All right.
Where is it? Graphics.
Everybody enjoy.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Really do appreciate the talk. Thanks
Love
for
you guys.
fun. Cheers, guys. Take care.
Love you guys.